Okay, here we are again. I now have chat on a completely separate screen. I still have a poor connection. I don't understand. I'm telling you this right now. If we disconnect today, I don't know what else I'm going to be able to do to fix the internet issues. Although I will know the cause then. Like, the onus at the moment is wholly on the game client, because I have nothing else open except Discord, which I know is not the problem, and I have OBS, which I also know is not the problem, because if it was the problem, we'd get OBS crashing and causing problems with literally every other game that we play. Now I have no internet tabs open. Chat is on my phone to make it easier on my system. So it's the impetus now is entirely on the game client. If we lose a connection today, it is entirely Final Fantasy XIV's fault, and at that point I can say, okay, well, I'll just open as many tabs as I want, because if the game's going to decide to randomly lose its connection in the middle of the thing, then I might as well just not try to make the load easier on it if it's just going to do it anyway. So, can you convince me not to, Lifeblood? That is a good question. I think the game is doing the best job that it can at the moment to convince me not to, but I'm still here, so... The connection, yes, is in fact poor. Yep. It's actually been poor, now that I think about it, for the past... Since I got on for the B section of the last stream. Like, all day yesterday the connection was poor, and I wasn't on today, but today the connection is poor. So there could be server issues, and that could be causing the problem, although if it's causing a problem to such a degree that it's causing my entire internet to disconnect, then that's a problem with the game's client. That is the game's client cannibalizing my computer's resources, which is another point of contention as to why I wouldn't be playing this game in the future after this dumb X-Pack is over. Because if the game isn't healthy for a computer, why would you keep it installed, you know? Like, that's not healthy for the computer, so why, you know. This is the first time that you hate that there's post-story content. See, I'm never really a big fan of post-story content or New Game Plus stuff in most games, honestly. It takes a lot to convince me to go do it, which I suppose sounds probably hypocritical considering the fact that we're playing this game. And there's post-story content and I'm doing it. I'm not doing it necessarily willingly, I'm doing it begrudgingly. I can share my thoughts on it in a minute, though, because it's almost time to start up. So let me do the intro stuff, and then I'll let people filter in and share my thoughts, because I thought about it. And honestly, I think it was a little disingenuous to say, oh, well, I'm doing it to build a body of evidence to show people that the game is bad. Because that fundamentally misunderstands the reason why people find this game good. And I can thank Cole for that, because he sort of gave me a fresh perspective on it during the credits last time. So we'll talk about it. That rage last stream was the chillest rage you've ever seen. It's probably because this game just deflated me. Like, I wasn't even really all that angry that I disconnected. It was more like I was finally having a little bit of fun with the game, even though there were a few little bits and pieces of the end of it that I was like, okay, well, I could question this, but I may as well just go along for the ride and actually enjoy myself. And then the game disconnected at the worst possible moment. Again, starting to believe this game doesn't want me to continue playing it. But if the game should know one thing, it should know that I'm a contrarian. So that means if it doesn't want me to play it, I will continue out of sheer force of malice. Kind of sounds like the bed that I just slept on. By sheer force of malice, it was too hard. How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers, the stream edition. I kind of doubt the pendants will have a better bed for me, though, because this one's... well, look at it. Would you sleep on that? I shouldn't. I won't again. I was going to get up and say, yeah, I got a good night's sleep, but that's not true. So last time we beat the 5.0 storyline. And now there's post-game content to do. There's patch content to do. We're going to get started on all of it today. But I got to go see what things are going on here in the Crystarium now that the night sky is back. And look, it's almost nighttime now. It's 5:52, going on 5:53 p.m. in the game. So that's good. First thing that you should know is that after you beat the 5.0 storyline, there is a merchant over here, the Sundry Splendors. So if you go to them, you can pick the class that you want to buy equipment from, and then pick a category, and it will list all of the Poetics gear, which is the best endgame gear that you can get, that's available to you here. You can also buy stuff from all the raids, but that stuff is like equal in value to the... Well, really, it's the Crypt Lurker gear is what you want. It's the highest eye level that you'll be able to get. But it's all right here, so you can just buy it once you get enough of these tomestones, which you get by doing roulettes every day. So you can just come right here and buy it. You don't have to go anywhere else to buy any of it. And, yeah, makes it a little easier, more convenient. It's all in one place. An anxious Crystarium guard. But what makes you anxious, Mr. Crystarium guard? Let's find out. Can we just do Omega again and be done with it? I mean, we can't do the Savage Omega raids because we're not a high enough eye level to unsync that with just the 2 to 3 of us. So, speaking of 2, there's Cole. Cole, you ready to go on the call? I have to look at chat on my phone because I want to make sure that the game has enough space to breathe so it doesn't DC us today. Yes, coward, I know. My cowardice knows no bounds. But there's no story content in Omega Savage. It's just a machine imagining the content being harder. Cole's ready to go on the call. Okay. Rain, what's going on? Did you guys not take a breather after all the craziness that happened? You and Thancred just decided to go running off into the inevitable again? I mean, I'm down to help you anyway. You're one of us now, so... Cole's ready. Okay. While Reen tells me what's going on there, I will call him. That was fast. Oh, hi.
Coward.
Yes. I mean, we wouldn't beat it. That's why.
Okay, listen.
Like, at a certain point, I'm just being practical.
Okay, to be fair in my defense, the phase transition for Savage Omega 12, fucking beautiful.
We wouldn't make it to that.
Also, your reaction to Hello World would make me shit myself with laughter.
Well, fair enough.
Also, apparently Buffalo got a fucking 3.8 earthquake earlier?
Oh, did it? Huh.
Yeah. And I was asleep the whole time.
Well, 3.8 is... It's strong, but it's not, like, incredibly so. Like, it's... You'd feel a little bit of shaken, but you wouldn't feel, like, you know, a lot of it. We are on a fault line, though, after all. Like, the lakes are on a fault line, so the likelihood of us getting earthquakes is higher than most people realize.
Well, the more you know, I guess.
And Marie's here as well. His shift is almost over. All right, Marie, welcome back. Once you get here from the end of your shift, we should be good to go.
To answer your question, Lifeblood, I do not have an answer because I'm gonna be honest, the past couple days since the last stream have passed faster than I am capable of thinking about, and things have happened in the last couple days that have made me...
The dissociation.
Brainjot.
Dissociation.
Brainjot.
Brain rot?
Yeah, and by brain rot I mean I'm going on a trip in like next week and it only just hit me.
Hey! It'll be
also,
fun.
To answer your question about trip stuff, so I depart at 6:59. It means I need to be at the Buffalo International Airport at 4 o'clock, packed up, get through TSA.
Actually, that's more like 5 o'clock because you'd get through TSA in like an hour. pre-boarding
And I
would
don't
be
know
half
about
an
this
hour
bullshit.
before. Well, this is why you need to ask me questions. But yeah, you need to get to the airport about 2 hours early because you'll get through TSA in an hour. Pre-boarding will
Well,
be
it's
a
not
half
like
an
7
hour
o'clock.
before.
Our flight
So.
specifically leaves at 6:55.
Okay. Yeah. So you'll get, as long as you get to the gate by time 30 minutes before, you'll be fine. We can talk about the logistics of this though after the stream is over, so we're not giving your personal information to people on the internet randomly. just a thought. Yeah, we're doing these quests next, Marie. Yep. These are the next planned ones.
Also,
So.
unrelated, I was actually wrong, everyone. I was under the impression we were doing none of these quests on stream.
No, we're doing these quests. Note the line on screen. So Reen couldn't do shit and was the plan B if you couldn't make it to the first. And now she says, 3 of us are reluctant to ask your help considering everything you've been through. Thing is, you're the only person to defeat a light warden without becoming one yourself, so we have no choice. Reen, what were you going to do in the 5.0 stories then if I couldn't make it to the first? Die, I guess.
Oh,
Okay.
you wanna know what makes me sad, by the way?
What?
Unrelated, like completely unrelated. I'm really sad that leveling in this game, like to do all your roulettes, takes like several hours. Because it's like, I'm 78 on Gunbreaker, and I want to get up those last 2 levels, and I'm just like,
Okay,
fuck.
so let me ask you this. So we need to get tomestones for our gear, so you can do your MSQ roulette. That gets you 500 on average per day, and that'll get you about half a level. Did you unlock the Pixie quests yet?
Yeah.
Okay, because you can do those 3, and that'll get you 20% of your level. That's 3 quests a day, 5 minutes, and it'll get you 20% of your level. So that should help. And you can just kind of pound away at it like that, 2 at a time, and you'll get there in probably 3-4 days.
I now have no tomestones. I blew it all on accessories and a new weapon.
Actually reminds me, I have quite a bit of eye level on, well, basically everything except Ninja. Dark Knight is for me, is done. I'm at eye level 500 already.
I'm at 488 on Black Mage now.
Scholar is at eye 491. I just need to replace the feet and then I'm all done. So I've almost got 2 classes done, which is pretty good. Okay, so we're going to the end of Journey's Head. I'm just going to teleport over there. There's Cole. Journey, take these quests?
Cole. Yeah. Cole, I got ready to blast on Gunbreaker. Too many things during hit-to-hit during the No Mercy window. Yeah, Gunbreaker's the carpal tunnel tank.
So that's why Cole didn't want to play Gunbreaker at above level 80, which is why he's playing it now, because he's like, okay, well, I can just go to level 80, and I don't have to worry about the carpal tunnel I'll get out of pressing all the buttons. So, let's go fight the Rubik's Cube Sin Eater. I'd be cool with more combinations, like the Rubik's Cube just has, like, you have to figure out where to stand, like, more. I'd be cool with a savage version of that fight.
Oh, dust storms. This is a new weather.
Yeah, we probably didn't see it before because we've spent so little time in Amaring without the radioactive sun. So, oh, here, let me... Okay, you're already in the cutscene. I was going to invite you to party, but I can do that in a second.
We can do that in a minute.
Let's go to Ravenholm. I don't even know where that is.
It's a Half-Life 2 reference, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Half-Life 2. Man, I'm torn.
About what?
I want to upgrade my audio setup and other things because I want to spend money, but on the other hand, I need to pull like a lot of money out of the bank to go on my trip soon. And I'm
Well, I was gonna say you could always just do the thing where you leave a note so that they know you can use your debit card while you're on the.
Yeah, but it's just having cash around. I mean.
Yeah, I guess that's true. We don't go to Ravenholm. It is a silly place. Okay, so use Reen's light powers as a form of GPS, basically, out here to try to find the Light Warden. I guess we could do that. Someone really named their aircraft a Sky Slipper. Must have been. I was going to say, where'd they get the technology for this? But, well, naturally it's from the Crystal Tower. So.
I built it.
There you go, Rori built it.
As God intended. Also, I've come to the conclusion that you need about 4,000 tomes to fully gear one class.
4,055, I think, to get full Crypt Lurker gear.
Man, that's some bullshit.
Could
Can't
always
just make it a fucking even to 4K.
you could always supplement with a little bit of the Exarchic gear. It's probably pretty cheap on the market board now.
I don't know. It is fucking part of the best in a slot for a couple ultimates, so probably not.
Hmm. So anyway, we've kind of been skimming over, but basically the empty is completely corrupted by light ether, and if we spend more than a couple of days out there, every single one of us, except probably me now, because I'm kind of okay in terms of balance of my ether, risk becoming sin eaters. So we will spend very brief moments in the empty, and then we'll come back. Oh, and apparently Amord wants the treasure that we get out there, so that's cool. Ready to go into the burn too, Light Boogaloo? Oh,
Let's
you
get
already,
this Brett.
You already went, so let me just... Oh, you're still in a cutscene. I'll do it after. Let's go for the empty. Can barely keep count because this game is making you lose the small amount of brain cells you have, but how many streams left? So I think it's probably going to be about 14 more. So actually 13 more, including this one, it'd be a total of 14. Although we are going to take a break from it when Cole goes on vacation. I might stream while that's happening, but I might use the time to work on the end credits that I'm going to do when I hijack the cannon to end this game early, because that's like a high editing project basically, so I'll have to do that. So I might do that instead over the course of the time he's gone. Yeah, this place is pretty gross looking. Literally, how? Yeah, I know. There is... How much story content between here and there that we'll be covering? Like, how much of it is side content? Because I think we're going to get most of the side content that we want to do done in the next 4 streams. So there's... I guess there's 10 streams worth of story content between there and here. It would have to be, otherwise it's like, what else are we doing, you know? Wait, Reen, you can't tell how far... Okay, well, actually, no, that tracks, because it's all light ether out here, so she wouldn't make for a very good GPS in terms of proximity. Time to look for some landmarks, gang! Looks like a light ether hill over there, and that's about it. I guess we found something. How far out did we go? And is this the equivalent to that giant worm we saw in the burn? Looks a little more...
Damn, that motherfucker big.
Looks a little more mechanical to me. But then again, I'm not tech savvy, so...
It looks bioorganic.
Hmm. Is it... What do you mean it's waking up? How do we kill something that big? I mean, stab its ankles till it falls over, then stab it in the eyes, but, you know.
I mean, the thing is smaller than Shinryu.
That's true. We killed Shinryu, and he was pretty big. So this is the origin of all Sin Eaters. You think the rest of them are going to retreat out here? Because, like, this is the home, right? Where they all came from?
Assuming we kill this thing.
That's true. Might be a little bit of a process.
Stab it in the ankles. It's like a Dragon's Dogma boss fight.
Pretty much, yeah. Except we're not going to get Imminent Triumph when it falls over. Which makes me sad, because Imminent Triumph is good. Yeah, this is the spawn point. It's like, if you've seen Lavos and Chrono Trigger, think that, because Lavos spawned a whole bunch of Lavos, well, spawn, that then wreaked havoc on the rest of the planet. So... Wait, I thought all she did was stop a bunch of light ether that looked like a flood.
This Which means the flood was came from this thing.
Yeah, so she used an interrupt skill on this thing. Okay. Well, that recontextualizes it a little bit. Yeah, but are you sure we should be messing with it then, if it could undo the work? We kind of just saved the world, guys. Like, What if we fuck up and press the wrong button or something, and then the world just gets destroyed anyway? Like, that's not gonna help anyone. Dungeon, here we go, please. Oh, soon. I don't know if it's a dungeon, though. We'll have to see what's waiting for us in or near this thing. You want to name the murderous light ether thing that we're just going to kill anyway? Why would we name it? Why don't we let the archaeologists sort that out? Oh, or she can just name it immediately. Alright. I guess she's been studying. Works for me. You guys want to camp out here? Didn't you just say we can't spend a lot of time out here? Why would we set up camp? Why don't we just, like, investigate and then leave so that we don't turn into sin eaters? Like, what's the point? Sorry, Lifeblood. None of these are dungeons. They are all boss fights. So that means 8-man content. You'll take it. Alright, well, there you go. Are you still in a cutscene? No, you are not. So
nope.
Invite to party. And we probably won't be in the... yeah, we won't be in the instant together, but that's okay. Also, if you're a big fan of Final Fantasy VIII, you'll probably like these raids because they make a lot of Final Fantasy VIII references for the first couple.
Just a lot.
Have fun with the fights. You're finishing your shift. All right, Marie, sounds like a plan. We will do the best we can with them.
Are we doing all 4 today?
I don't know, maybe. I mean, might as well get them all out of the way at once, you know?
Fair enough.
And then,
just provided that we don't go over 2.5 hours again.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's the only thing, is to make sure that, we as long as we don't go over that 2 hours and 30 minutes thing, because at that point we've got to start thinking about stopping. So.
Listen.
Damn,
I'd love to stream.
Material.
But.
Deploy the core? Isn't it usually shoot the core? Where did Thancred go anyway? Oh, I forgot to do something that I need to do in between the things here, so,
yeah?
I'm just gonna mute the audio once it comes on a text box here to do something real quick, so just hold on a second. There we go. Thancred's up there, but give me a moment, Thancred. Okay, so there should be no audio now, and then we do this, and then we do this, and add this. Okay. And then we go back. I should have done this in the setup part. That's my bad. I completely forgot. Okay, I'm good.
What are you doing?
You'll, actually, I don't know if you will see, but, well, we'll talk about it anyway.
Oh, I remember.
Because you don't have the audio files.
My disappointment is immeasurable.
I mean, you can turn on the... I'll tell you what it is after I start, but...
No, my disappointment is immeasurable because I know why you're doing it.
Oh, okay.
We'll talk about that!
We will talk about that, although it's, funnily enough, not Soken's fault. I had a whole tirade saved. Say, oh, well, it's Soken's fault, but he's not the one that composed the music coming up. Bless you.
Listen, these are good remixes. I stand by that. I don't care.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I have a very strong connection to the original Final Fantasy VIII OST, and I don't think this... That's the gist of my
I'm pretty sure
argument,
me and Jimmy would get into an
justice,
actual,
so.
like... I'm pretty sure me and Jimmy would get into a gentleman's duel with fucking with fucking flintlock pistols if we bring up the 12 boss fight theme.
That assumes...
Phase 2.
That assumes that I would know how to use a flintlock pistol, though. You've been farming the 4th fight out of the raids because you want the music, and you're over your trauma. There you go. Hopefully you get the music soon. You stay in that world.
I can't make the reference yet.
That weapon of a prince will not find you. They called it Eden, as in the Garden of Eden. That's true. Never played 8, so this was pretty fresh for you. Yeah, I have a very strong... Like, Final Fantasy VIII's soundtrack is probably my favorite overall soundtrack in the entire series. So I have a very strong connection to it, and that's probably why some of the stuff here doesn't mesh with me. But we'll talk about it when we actually get there. For now, it's fine. Although I think the name of the track has, like, this track that's playing in the background. It's the world map theme. I think it has the word blue in it, which makes me wonder why they'd put it in the sea of white instead of something else. But whatever. Boy, you want to talk about pushing the boundaries of hero and villain. Let's just murder this thing in its sleep. I mean, I know it caused all the Sin Eaters to spawn, but it wasn't enough that we committed ecological disasters. Now teenagers are telling us to murder people in their sleep. Should ask Luke Skywalker how that worked out for him. It didn't. So all of the dust out here is, well,
We set a bad example, and now Rena's learning from it.
I know. I hate that. So all of this out here is like organic material, so it could still be something, but it can't do that from the where it is. It's like primordial goo. It has to be transformed into something else. Well, that kind of recontextualizes what you said, because you just said that was the original Sin Eater, so what is it now? If it can cause the ether to not be sin... Why are there so many religious connections to places like this? Cole, you know what I mean. I think a lot of
I do this all the time in my storytelling. I like fucking mythological references.
And I think a lot of
your own religions is fucking hard as shit.
I think a lot of the references are kind of like... I mean, remember, Emmett Selk's that was his title. His real name was Hades. So those sorts of, like, Greek pantheon / religious pantheon connections were kind of already there. They were there in other X-Packs as well, so... It's not really a huge stretch, but again, that requires previous knowledge of stuff that you weren't here for, Lifeblood, so, you know. Well, yeah, like I said, she used an interrupt skill on it. That's what all the silence skills became. You can't get silence on people anymore. They turn them into interrupts. Why is it waking up now except for plot convenience? So I don't think it's
There's a reason.
I don't think it's waking up now. I think what we're trying to do is to wake it up and try to use it to reverse the flow of ether. There are still questions I have about that, which is how the fuck would we know that it can do that? But, yeah.
To be fair, if something can disrupt the flow of ether, that means it has to be able to change the flow of ether.
I guess. Maybe. I don't know if... would they have programmed a reverse switch on it, but... And I guess this would put Reen's life at risk, so... I mean...
To be fair, I would imagine they would program a reverse switch in the thing, because they needed one specific thing. If it went over to another element, another umbral calamity might happen, but they needed it specifically to be light. I don't fucking know.
I don't know. I'm ready to fight it now. That's all I know.
Run these hands!
It'll be explained super later. Yeah, I think, like, near the ends of the fights, I think they explain it. Although, well, I don't know. We'll get there, and then maybe I'll be able to judge it objectively. So we need to shoot the core! I'll just take your word for it, because I don't see logistically how this could work, so... Again, I'm not the tech-savvy guy, though. Like, Rory's the tech-savvy one here.
And how about you let me handle it and you just blow things up?
I can do that! So you want me to teleport into Eden's core. Is it gonna look like a computer simulation in there? Maybe we just turn that thing into an Esper? I mean, kind of, yeah. Because Espers, you can, in the Final Fantasy series, you can control them at will, so... And it does have the name of a GF from Final Fantasy VIII, so... Which are the Espers of that game, the summons. So... So have Reen use her direct control over Light Ether to try to control Eden's flow of ether. Yeah, I suppose it was good of Mumbrita to do that for you before she sacrificed herself nobly. It's probably true. I can practically hear her.
Esper, I think of Final Fantasy VI.
Yeah, they used Esper in 6 and in 12. Creature? We can't kill it by cutting down its ankles. We have to go for the heart, apparently.
Shadow of the Colossus!
Yeah, rummaging around its innards doesn't make me too happy there, Thancred, but okay.
Understandable.
Yeah, but if you need 8 people to kill something in there, it's a good thing my friends also have sky slippers to get out here. Speaking of which, where the hell is your sky slipper? Did you land, like, somewhere away from our base camp?
I'm already inside of Eden.
Oh. Damn. Tech savvy it is.
Unlike you, I don't waste my time.
Well, you actually know how to get in there, too, so that kind of helps.
Fair enough.
Yep, just get us to the core arena and we'll be good to go. Dungeon, inside of Eden. Yeah, just wandering around its insides like Majin Buu. He's got cobwebs in his brain. I mean, sure. You guys decided voluntarily to not take a breather after all this was happening, but yeah, I'll do it. This is not what I do best, but I'll say it anyway. Because the other one makes it sound like I'm begrudgingly coming here. I'm coming here because I don't want Reen's life being put at unnecessary risk, so I'm the backup. In the belly of the beast. Wait, that's the Malkog track. Whoops. Oh, they can make link pearls here too? Okay. Oh, okay, yeah, I guess if they were salvaged from the Crystal Tower, that makes sense, because, you know, they're still source technology. Name a game where we do not enter the insides of a large creature. You'll wait, you've got plenty of time. Golden Sun, there you go. That's true, we do enter the treachery. Do we go inside of a creature in Skies of Arcadia? I think something tries to eat us. Yeah, I think Rocknum tries to eat us a couple of times, but I don't think he ever succeeds. Like, I'm trying to think. No. Anyway. Here's the entrance. Duty Finder's been updated with a new duty. That is Eden's Gate Resurrection. I'm gonna play Dark Knight, I think. What does my notes say? What do my notes say? Okay, that's the
What
quest.
the notes do.
Yeah, Dark Knight for this one. Okay. Go back to chat. There we go. Golden Sun 2, third game has you going inside a burb. Oh, fun. Alright, so. Yeah, I don't know Golden Sun 2, so I can't say one way or the other whether, you know, that goes through. Cole, you gonna heal this one?
Yep.
Actually, it's probably for the best because you can Icarus on Sage, so that'll help with one of the mechanics.
Since I still only have 2 classes leveled because I'm really bad at doing things for this stream.
Mm-hmm.
That means I am going to unfortunately have to heal Black Mage, which is,
Well, thankfully for you, after we're done with this Eden stuff here, we've got a bunch of level 70 content to do, so then you can play all 4 classes again. So,
oh, thank God.
until you get stuff to 80. Alright, ready to go in?
Let's get this bread, gamers.
Alright, now I'm going to type this into the chat for myself.
One of you
real
should
quick.
tank the first fight.
I'm gonna tank the first fight, so don't worry about that part. I got this. Alright, Eden's Gate Resurrection. I'm gonna type BGM 0 in my party chat over there. Not because I'm gonna have the party see that, but basically, I don't like the boss theme for this one, because it's a rendition of a track from Final Fantasy VIII, the boss theme from Final Fantasy VIII. And I have found a suitable replacement based on where we're going, I think. We'll see. But we'll hear the actual theme in the second fight, because it shows up in the second fight, so that way you can get a direct comparison. Anyway, here we go. One of your party members does not meet the requirements for this duty. Did you not unlock Eden's Gate?
No, it says Eden's Gate Resurrection.
Uh,
What's the eye level for this?
Good question, actually. 425! Okay, that's a problem.
Fuck. Okay, I guess I'm black maging all 4 fights.
Do you have eye level 425 on Black Mage? What's your
I
eye
have
level?
eye level 488 on black mage.
Oh, okay. So what's Sage's eye level? 416?
415.
415. Yeah, that sounds right because you got the 430 gear and okay.
Pain.
I mean, you can go grab some Exarchic gear off the market board and just slap it on Sage real quick. Again, it's probably pretty
I don't
cheap.
care. Let's do this.
Okay, just remember to ether
What
skate.
could possibly go wrong?
Just remember to ether skate to me when the mechanic goes out. Alright, here we go.
What could possibly go wrong?
We're gonna find out. I'm kind of keen to go back to base, though. I don't actually know if I can from here. I don't know where the exit would be. Oh, that's.
Do you want to list,
go
Cole,
there.
of the things that could go wrong?
No, we'll see plenty of it when people try to brute force the mechanics of this fight because this is off content and then they all just fucking die. Which is probably better than Cole's not healing, so he doesn't get PTSD from it.
Oh, don't worry. We'll get to the PTSD.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit up here in case this takes too long so I can just exit in case I don't, so I don't get, like, ether sickness. I just balanced my ether, guys. This is probably not good for me. Even, I'm guessing in that case, LOL has you go into a creature as League of Legends has you go into a creature somehow? Huh.
Shoot.
I didn't know that.
Ow.
Look up Golden Sun: The Lost Age. Or, alternatively, wait for a little bit longer because we will probably be playing Golden Sun: The Lost Age for the stream this year. Even though I've got other stuff too, so.
This year.
What's with your, HP, by the way? Your HP on my screen is stuck at, like, 98%
Yeah, so
of
is yours.
maximum. Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know why. Probably
That's
just
weird.
a visual bug.
I mean, this game was falling apart at the seams when 6.3 came out. That's why they did all that emergency maintenance. So maybe they just, missed a few things.
As long as they got the fucking big bugs out of the way, I don't care.
Yeah,
Fucking
I guess.
New Ultimate Progress was fucking hell because of all those bugs. People were whining like bitches. my world first.
Oh boy.
No wonder somebody decided to mod the game to beat it. Beat the
Wah,
Ultimate
wah.
early.
Wah, wah. I don't think so, man. We take ages for this flaming garbage. I mean, to be fair, we probably will take a little while for this one because it's off content, and we are currently lacking 2 healers. And healers are the... Well, Sage came out, so there are more healers now than there used to be, but my understanding is that it's still harder to find healers than any other class on the Duty Finder, so...
Actually, it's actually hard to find tanks and healers nowadays.
So just nobody wants to play anything but DPS now. I wonder if that's indicative of the game's state of health.
Maybe they should stop making every tank a carpal tunnel simulator.
Tanking we were talking about this though, Cole and I were talking about this, and tanking in this game is kind of boring, honestly. Like so like with healers there's a toolkit and you can use the toolkit in any order you want, but you get a dopamine rush when people have low numbers and you make them high numbers again. As a DPS, you just do high numbers because you're doing damage, so there's a dopamine rush from that. Tanks have nothing that gives them a dopamine rush, with the exception maybe of Paladin's Hallowed Ground, in my opinion, because what you can do is you can pull a gigantic pack of enemies and then just Hallowed, and you take 0 damage for the next, 8 seconds. So we need more of that for tanks. We need more things that give tanks a dopamine rush, because tanking at the moment just feels like DPS's, but with more steps and more busy work. And I don't like that. Like, we need a 30-foot-tall bone colossus that absorbs the health of everything around it for 30 seconds as a tank cooldown. You hereby apologize to all garbage. Why you gotta bring garbage
I'm the
into this
trash
thing?
man.
What did garbage do to deserve this? Hey, you're Dark Knight. When did you re-unlock that crystal? Did you need to suffer through Tsukiyomi normal, or did merging with Ardbert fix that? So, no, Samurai was the one I needed to unlock with Tsukiyomi normal. I've had access to Dark Knight. Basically, I was so unbalanced with Light Ether after Vothri that I couldn't access the Dark Ether in my body to use Dark Knight. But now that I'm rebalanced, and I'd fused with Ardbert to rebalance my Ether, I can access Dark Knight again. So that's how that is. So, you mixed up jobs. That's okay. It's been a few episodes since the samurai thing happened anyway. That was like episode 6, I think, so we're a ways away from that now. It's all good. If you're confused, just ask questions. I'll be glad to answer them. So. Remember me going in normal mode and saying, yeah, you take care of that later. Yeah, Samurai on Tsukiyomi normal mode is going to be a little bit... Go play Ace Combat. I've always wanted to try the Ace Combat series. I don't know where to start with it, though, honestly. Like, I don't know if I need to play it sequentially or what, but, yeah. Anything but that. Anything but this. Alright, I'm gonna go back
so,
out.
Lifeblood, have you played Project Wingman on the subject of Ace Combat?
Excuse me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back out. I'm going to go to the Crystarium, and I'm going to start working on the level 78 deliveries while we wait for the queue for this, because the name of the game basically is going to be, for the next couple of things that I want to do dungeon-wise in this game, the name of the game is going to be, can we even get into them? Because, well, one of them is, this is off content because people aren't really doing the Eden stuff anymore. It's not relevant content. And the other one is not only off content, it also has, there's no incentive to do it for anything unless you want to go into Bozja, which nobody runs anymore because everybody's got their classes at level 90, so they don't need to. So the queue times might be longer for the next few things, which is why we're going to try to multitask a little bit. Also, Cole, you've unlocked the full unfettered might of Communio. There you go. Is Bozja alive and well on Midgard? Okay. I was under the assumption that it was basically dead content at this point, but... so to unlock Bozja, you have to do the Evilise raids, which we're going to be doing at some point here as well, so... Yeah, but I don't know if we'll even be able to get into them, to be honest. We'll see. Because it's an Alliance raid, and there was a new Alliance raid with the most recent patch, so, you know.
We'll More see. Like evil lease raids.
Cole doesn't like the Evilise raids.
No, I do not.
Lore-wise, you started Ace Combat 0? Okay, gotcha. I'll keep that in mind. You've seen Project Wingman? All of it? Oh, there you go. What did you think of it? I don't know anything about it, so that would only be a thing Cole would be
Project
able to
Wingman is fucking peak, and I love it.
Ah. Okay, so, for the level 78 deliveries for Aola, we needed to make nullifying neck pieces. That was in the quest before this, so here you go. This is the last delivery that I'll be making outside of just a quest delivery, so there you go. And we'll do the level 80 stuff later. You queue as a solo healer and get into the last fight for this tier in around 5 to 8 minutes for most queues. Okay, that's fine. And I mean, to be fair, the queue time might be longer right now just because of the fact that it's just now getting to be 5 o'clock Eastern. It's 5:09 Eastern on the East Coast. So well, yeah, that's kind of implied. So that might mean that people are just getting out of work and they're getting ready to, you know, come home and start their roulettes then. So yeah, end of the business day on the East Coast. So it might take a little longer for the first couple, but we'll be able to get in probably easier the later it goes. So, oh, Lena, you're involved in this. That's cool. So they forced you to do this instead of giving you character development?
Please send me memes send me fun things in regards to Project Wingman. Lifeblood. Crimson 1, stop committing war crimes. It's a Tuesday. You're supposed to have today off.
I don't take days off. That prevents me from making money for my 401k. And I make 401k money by committing war crimes. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm just saying it.
Why is that the entire... I was gonna say, I increase my 401k committing war crimes, and I'm just like, Sundowner?
I mean, yeah. Pretty much. So I guess I'm a man of many talents. Don't worry about it, Lena. You'll find your character development someday, and then you can be a woman of singular talents. Well, there you go, Iola. Now you don't have to have a nervous breakdown. All of your clients are happy. You know, you guys doing a lot of talking back there, not a whole lot of working. Just saying. Sounds like a plan, Iola. I will rest on my laurels, and by that I mean deliver other stuff. Oh, you know, actually, I was thinking about doing something in between here as well. Like, here's what I was going to do. If Cole wasn't on almost immediately there, I was going to say, you know, I should probably find Rory before I go running off into the empty, but I wonder where she is. Maybe she's blaspheming the dwarves back in Tomra. Let's go find out! So, now I don't have an excuse to go do that side quest, but I'm going to go do it anyway. We'll do our deliveries first, since I'm already doing them. Oh yeah, I gotta switch over to Leatherworker.
All you fucking hear when you get to the village is just stupid, arrogant, racist piles of trash horse sons.
Got the perfect shit for you. Check it real quick, let you know if you know it or not. Can check now. Okay, so it's probably on the Discord server for you there, Cole. Blaspheme them harder, then make them make you a tank.
Stupid, arrogant horse sons.
Okay, good. My work, as usual, precedes me.
Perceive me.
My reputation precedes me. And I don't mean receives me, because receive me is how I would have gotten Legend style in Yakuza 0. They really gave Theuna, like, nothing in terms of story development, didn't they? Like, Iola had a whole thing where Lena comes in and she's like, yeah, so we're back in business. And Theuna's like, hey, thanks for the stuff. I'll let you know when we're ready. And that's it. Why is this the worst facet quest? Anyway, last thing to turn in that's not botanist and culinarian is Frithrick's fish. I had to go sand fishing for these amber monk fish, but here you go. I don't care that I can't carry enough White Gatherer scripts. What else am I going to use them on? Well, I hope you know how to sashimi there, Frithrick, because otherwise that fish is going to be a little, gross. Oh, maybe we should go meet the patient then. Okay, well that's good. Huh. Christiosis, so does she belong at the Inn at Journey's Heads? Or the Inn at Journey's Head instead of here? Is that the crystal sickness? Or is this a completely separate sickness that is exclusive to this quest line? Oh, so it sounds exactly like light ether sickness. I said crystal sickness, that's my bad. Light ether sickness, except it's not. Oh, and it's Merville's daughter. Okay, well, maybe don't talk such shit about him now for a little while, Frithrick. Call, you need to check the thing in music and video and tell you if you know it already or not. Okay, there you go. He might be listening to it now. That might be why he's being quiet.
Uh-huh.
He is listening to it now. That's why he's being quiet. After he just said some shit about Merville.
Oh god, yeah, I've seen this video before.
There you go. So let's hit the books. Or you guys, okay, you guys hit the books. Figure out what fish we need to find. I already have the bait for it. And then we'll go from there. Because there's only like 2 baits in the entirety of Shadowbringers, which is like live baits. There's, I think, a couple of non-live baits, but it's kind of weird. But then again, it's probably because of the fact that they gave a lot of the crafting and gathering quests like a shoestring budget, basically. So they cut corners where they could. What do you think, Cole? Should I start doing the culinarian and miner stuff without you? The level 78 ones? Yes. There wasn't even a question there. He was just like, "Yep." I have your materials, by the way, for the culinarian stuff. So just come get it whenever you're ready. The next things that Bethrick needs are stuff that I can make with that ovum meat that we bought. So let me go over to my usual spot and start making it. Did we do it right here? I think we did it right here last time, actually. Although the sun's in my eyes right here, so I'm gonna go over here. In the shade. Wasted scripts I got nothing to spend them on, honestly. Like I wish I did, but I got nothing. So.
Oh boy, do you even know what a cordial is?
Yeah, I have enough of them. Hey! The Q popped before I had started cooking. That's good. Alright, back to Dark Knight. I'm gonna take a drink before I pop the Q. That's all the memes for PW, so there isn't much more. Oh, okay. Keep that in mind. You know what else I gotta keep in mind? Because it erased here. There. Now I can do the thing I want to do. What's the thing I want to do? We're about to find out. It's quiet in here. Too quiet. Probably because I turned the BGM off. I heard a noise. But what is it? Oh. Hello. Well, that's gross looking.
So, yo, why are we fighting the Prime first? We're supposed to be fighting this shit at 12.
Yeah. Maybe we'll find out. So let's find out, shall we? That person's already main tanking, so that's fine. I will turn my tank stance on in a moment. But yeah, we look like we're in some kind of weird, funky, etherical computer simulation, so I found a Famine Tracker version of the boss theme to use here. Again, we'll listen to the original to, you know, compare it after this, but... Oh, okay. Ooh, that looks like it might hurt. Spear of Paradise. Maybe I should have put a TBN on it. I'll do it now. Would spread, Bison Virtue, whatever that's all about. Oh, okay. So it would have been a little bad then if we had stuck it down on the thing there. Why did it just eat my input for Soul Eater? I think I'm slower than I was. Maybe that's why. Bison Virtue. Stay away from me! Hey.
Hey, look, another tank buster.
I got this one. Did it break? I didn't see. Oh, I don't have any plunges. I gotta remember to hold on to one of those. By the way, don't hit the wall. It kind of kills you.
Yeah, there's a death wall in the normal mode.
Hey! That's not normal, by the way.
And so my brother said, finally, they decided to stop hand-holding us.
It's about time.
Oh, shit.
Delta attack. Cole, how much PTSD do you have for Delta attack?
Ah!
I'm building too much aggro. I gotta turn off my stance.
Dimensional shift.
Probably gonna turn it on in a second because this is probably ad phase right here.
The world!
Look at all those things on the sides. Oh, okay. They just keep shooting.
Ah!
I'm gonna keep my thing rolling. I took a thing anyway. Hey. Took a Vuln stack anyway, but that's why I'm on tank. It doesn't matter if I take a Vuln stack. It'll go away. Oh, well, there goes the healer. Aren't you glad you're not healing this?
Oh.
Is this gonna kill you? Yes, it is. Sorry, I didn't think hard enough to put the thing on you. I should have put the thing on you. And by the thing, I mean,
Fragor Maximus.
Oh, you left in the middle of my delirium window. The hell, Eden?
Ayo, big boy.
Okay, don't hit the wall. I can use Dark Missionary for the first time. I'll go right. These ones don't tether,
Lose
so
everyone.
We can just
They
do
don't
this.
tether.
Yeah, so we can just do this and just stick them on top of each other. Oh, okay, well, that was a cleave.
Ah.
Let me just reprise that.
I'm gonna fucking drop my ley lines. I want these fuckers dead.
They'll be dead soon. It's fine. There's no ether bar. It's all good.
In this version.
Yeah, well, that's true. Ready to unleash Eternal Breath. What do you suppose that is? I've never seen Eternal Breath in Final Fantasy VIII because I never used the GFs. Well, I did, but only for the beginning of the game. Oh, look, the planet. Oh, look, the planet is arcane now. Cole, I got a
And
bad
this thing
feeling
really wants
about
us
this.
dead.
Cole, I got a really bad feeling about this!
Yeah, this motherfucker really wants us dead.
We. I just want you to understand how ridiculous this is. We just got shot into another galaxy, and now we're blowing up with the galaxy. And it's gonna do like, okay, 11,000 damage. Eden, was that just spectacle? Like, you could have done better than that. Come on now. Oh, stay away from me. Stay away from me. Anyway, Frey, you want to help out? One of those going. Good. Where are you going? I got words for you. I'm not done with you yet. Wonder how much of Frey's damage window just dodged by doing that. Oh, it's almost dead. Cole, you want to? After your despair. Do despair first. Okay, somebody stole it from you. That sucks. Sorry to hear that. But we got it! Yay! Oops. I can't turn the BGM back on in the middle of a cutscene? What the fuck? I'll do it after. I missed some chat. I think we broke the simulation. It's quiet in here again. Too quiet. Good job, team! Alright. That'll work. I guess this dancer gets a couple of commands. Fun. I don't want any of this stuff, so pass on it. Alright, I missed some chat, so let's look at that, and then we'll move along. Let's see. Oh, the AoE is almighty. Lovely. Yeah, fun. Heard the Tank Buster is love and life in Savage. Cole, how does Spear of Paradise work in Savage?
Ah!
He had to tank that in Savage. Actually, I don't know if you did you? Did you join your group when they did E1?
I joined my group when 9 dropped, but we went back through and cleared 1 through 8 because the fights are fucking easy as piss out when you go through the nightmare that is 12.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Oh yeah, unrelated. I have some news for you. Remember that scone Mom gave me?
Yeah.
It's chocolate.
Oh, well, you can bring that right back. that'll get eaten. Cole's not a big fan of chocolate. He doesn't like the texture. It's like me and mashed potatoes.
I feel like you'd like mashed potatoes if we just threw enough cheese into them.
Yeah, but at that point, it's just cheese with potatoes in it. Like
yeah,
it flips the switch. The Arcana is upside down. Oh, the Death Arcana is upside down. There you go. Death and Emperor are your birth Arcana. I don't know what my birth Arcana are. Don't know. Where do you find out? Send you a link. At Tarot School. There you go. Fortune and Magician works for you. You're pretty lucky. That sounds like fun. Cole, check your birth Arcana. I can't check it because the chat's on my phone. So I don't want to click on that because that's too much for my phone to handle.
Okay.
Cole just sounds like Will Smith with his that's hot from YouTube Rewind. Hey yo, it's rewind time. Alright, while Cole's doing
Death and
that,
Emperor, both upright.
There you go, Death and Emperor for Marie as well. Both upright, though. I don't know if that's the same for Marie. Anyway. Yeah, Eden was had a guardian. It was Eden. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Talk about self-confidence. That's true. Haven't had to absorb any Light Warden ether, so I guess that wasn't a Light Warden. By the way, we will have more custom music later on down the line. But while I'm thinking about the custom music that I just did there, thank you to Gamma Lire for that Fama Tracker remix. I'm sorry if I mispronounced the name, but that is who made it. I will link it in the videos and music section after we are done with the stream.
Hopefully you won't have to replace the music for the rest of this fucking fight thing, because every single one of the remixes, in my opinion, is fire from this point.
Oh no, we won't have to for the rest of these, because I wanted to do one where it's not replacing it and one where it is, so that way we could get a fair comparison. It lets me talk about why I don't like the remix that they used, so.
Fair enough.
I don't even know which of these materia I'm just gonna take whatever, because I'm just gonna sell them. They're all level 7, so. And those ones are, well, not useful on blue gear, because putting them in is just less effective than putting level 8 ones in, or level 6 ones for that matter. How do you guys know how to do all this? Like, Rori I could understand, because Rory's been here for a year and has had the opportunity of, you know, doing technical mumbo-jumbo in the Crystal Tower. How do you know how to do this, Urianger? When did you do this in the source?
Oh, come on. You think I taught them nothing?
Oh, so you did this too. Okay, well, fair enough.
Yes.
I was gonna say, why is it activating security protocols on us? How do I know what a security protocol is? Well, I guess those are a real-life thing, too. It's just computers have them, and they just name them after the real-life things. Healer's down! Healer's back up, it's fine. Don't need a res, not out of mana. Rain, are you okay? No, you damn computer! Do what I say! Rewrite the directory, Reen. Force quit whatever it's doing right now. Chloe got the same cards as you. Scorpio Death. Dark, deep, cold, seductive, frightening. Yeah. What does Magician stand for again? Mercury Magician. Adaptable, lucky in the moment, clever, manipulative, quick. Every programmer ever. Yeah, there you go. Oh, look, she figured it out because it restarted? Is Eden just a giant airship?
The giant robot is getting back up. The giant robot is getting back up!
But is that a good thing?
Why do I have a bad feeling about this?
You always have a bad feeling about this, though.
Generally, tampering with Eldritch technology leads to unforeseen consequences.
Well, yeah, that's true, but I'm not the one that said we should do it. I was against this from the start.
Haha, I have this as a mount.
Wow. One thing that you're working on at some point is trying to learn your tarot cards today. There you go. Well, you're learning a little bit today, so that's good. Oh, look, we're in the same section of Eden now. Both of those fit you perfect. There you go. It lives! It's alive! Why does it have a cape? I think it had a cape in 8, if I remember right. So you can thank Tetsuya Nomura for that one. Oh, here's the quick tongue material. Alright. One fell swoop. Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
Probably is not a good thing to, when things like that work on the first try. Yeah. I mean, I guess it's convenient for us, but I'm not sure if convenience is what I wanted. Yeah, that would be a bit of a start. Is this what it's going to be like in thousands of years if they ever unearth a computer or something? Like, you know, future humans unearth computers and they're like, how do I get it to move? Yeah, I was going to say, if it gets too far away, it's going to, you know, cause problems. That's a different alarm. What does that one mean? I don't know if I should be asking Reen this because
what is up with us and getting involved in horrifying sentient technology? First Alexander, now this.
Is it some kind of light warden, Reen? I mean, Urian J and I were on the same thought process. What's impossible? Reen, I need details. How do I kill it if I don't have details? What, Sin Eaters? Uh, thanks, Thancred, for the moment of levity. How do we kill it? So you guys deal with the Sin Eaters inside, and we'll go deal with the Sin Eaters outside. Okay. Split our forces up while Reen tries to keep control in here. Yeah, that would be nice. I don't want to get blown up by Eden while I'm trying to blow up Sin Eaters. So. Okay, well that's good. Let's get to work then, gang. You gonna be alright in here, Reen? Oh, okay, so you'll just make a platform for us. Sounds like a plan. Let's get to it. Those are the Birth Arcana, which are just the major arcana. There's a playing card deck's worth of minor arcana, the Staves, Rods, Cups, and Pentacles. Yeah, this is a living machine, terrifying. It's kind of, Cole said it was kind of bioorganic, so there you go. We have access to the next Eden's Gate Descent. I'm going to heal this one, because I have a Death Wish. Especially since most healers now are sages that you get in Party Finder, so that's fun.
Most of them. I mean, Sage isn't the hardest healer in the game, though it goes to Astro, so...
Well, it's just that you can't... The reason why it's hard to play Scholar and 8-man content when a lot of the people play Sage is that you can't overwrite a shield, or rather, you can't stack a shield with another shield in this game, which kind of doesn't make sense to me, but that's how the game's mechanics work, I guess. You can stack 2 regens, though, so at this point that feels like a moot point. Anyway. Not rods. What were the water ones? I think those were cups, so what was wind? Yeah, asking the wrong person. You miss old Astro, you missed your Heaven's Word cards and sleeve draw. I will never forgive them for getting rid of sleeve draw. That was unacceptable to me. Like, I haven't liked Astro since about 5.2, so that was one of the big things for me. So. This is one gigantic staff. Regen healing is the best healing generally for you. I find it easier on my brain to, like, wrap around when I use regen healing, because it's more reactive.
Are you going to queue us up?
Yeah, I should probably do that so we get in sometime today, shouldn't I? Like, regen healing for me is more reactive, which, I don't know, I find that a little easier, because on shield healers, you have to proactively heal. You have to anticipate damage and use it, and use a shield before that. And if you've never done the content before, well, which is like 50% of the content that we're doing in this one, it makes it a little difficult sometimes to shield heal, so. To be fair, though, Cole, there's a tank and a DPS behind me.
Hopefully they queue up.
Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully they're queuing up for Eden's Gate Descent as well. So, because I don't know if this instance is like, you come back here for all of the Eden's Gates, so, but we'll see. But yeah, like I said, we're going to leave the BGM on this time, so that way we can get a good idea of the what the music sounds like that they remixed for this one. And again, originally I thought it was Soken that made it. You know what, I'm probably going to talk about it now because I probably won't be able to talk about it and fight at the same time. Soken did not do the remix of Force Your Way for the Eden raids. It was actually done by a different composer whose last name is also Ishikawa, just like the scenario writer, which is kind of funny to me. I think it was Daiki Ishikawa who did this. I don't know what their role in Square Enix is otherwise, but excuse me. It's hard for me to put into words why I don't like Force Your Way in this version, because I'm not a music major. Like, I wasn't a music major in school, but I'm gonna do my best, and I think my best is that I feel like they listened to Force Your Way, and they said, this is a track that's directed by its major instruments. And so the front-running instruments, like the flutes and the violins and all that stuff, took precedent in the remix over the percussion and the backing instruments, when in reality the original track was like completely influenced by its percussion and backing instruments, because the bass and the percussion in the original had as much weight to them as the major instruments. When Umatsu made the original track, he basically said, I'm going to compose a warning alarm sound that is musical, and he did just that. So I don't know. That's what I think about it. I don't know if that really hits it on the head, because I'm not like Again, I'm not musically inclined, so it's kind of difficult. How do you guys think Igor felt when he went from a limousine to prison? Well, that depends on whether the charges leveled against him were true or false. Like, if he actually embezzled stuff, then I guess it makes sense that they took his limousine away and threw him in prison. But if he didn't embezzle stuff, then what the fuck, Atlas? Why would you take away his cool limousine? He had all of his drinks and stuff in there. Do Marie or Cole even know what we're talking about, Lifeblood? Yeah. Igor from Persona. In P4, he had a limousine. And he had drink. And he had Margaret. And he had a whole bunch of other stuff.
Lost his liquor license. Got arrested.
God damn, Igor. What a way to fall. How the mighty have fallen.
Rehabilitation.
We didn't know it was also Igor's rehabilitation. Do you think I should go back out and do the other deliveries or start the... You know, I can cook in here. What the hell am I doing? I've got all the materials. And you know, you're right here too, so I can trade you the materials as well. So here, let me give you these. So you have them for when you get to 78. Here you go. High quality hollandaise sauce because it will make it a lot easier to do this stuff, so.
Hollandaise sauce.
I don't even know what hollandaise sauce is, but I guess I'm going to use it in this recipe. Cole, any ideas on what hollandaise sauce is? Although, you know, we can find out. Hang on.
I can describe it.
Display item help. What is hollandaise sauce? A rich sauce created with butter, egg yolks, and a hint of lemon. Okay, I mean, that doesn't sound too bad. I can work with that.
You put it on top of the eggs Benedict.
Ah, there you go. Sounds like it could be tasty.
I occasionally understand how cooking works.
Cole's a pretty good cook. I've had his food. He's a pretty good cook. He still has to give me a little of his beef stroganoff that he just made.
Don't worry, I have plenty left.
Okay, good.
I'm not even halfway through that shit.
Well, you made like a whole crockpot's worth, right?
Yo.
Yeah, so that'll keep you for a while. You're explaining to a friend how 14 has been super toxic in the past? What do you mean in the past? Explain things like idiot stacks and how Astros call each other bad for not constantly throwing out expanded balances. People say you're a good cook. What the fuck? You don't fucking know how to cook. Yeah, but that doesn't mean you can't be a good cook. Just because you don't know how doesn't mean that you can't be good at it. Like, there's a difference between proficiency and just, like... I don't even know. I still think you're a good cook, Marie. That's all I know. I gotta taste your cooking one of these times. But it might be a while before that happens. He failed the 5th fusion in your P4 run, so it was probably something with the liquor. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked.
I still vividly recall my team at the end of Persona 5 Royal being legitimately the most busted fucking thing I think I've ever done in a Persona game. Okay, listen. I don't know what it is about me and like monster fusing games, but I go hard as fuck near the end game.
Mm-hmm.
Digimon Story, fucking Persona 5 Royal, P4, fucking Jesus. My team was stacked!
I believe it. Here, come over here and smell this. Tell me if I'm making this right.
I'm not there.
Oh, where did you go? It didn't even give me a teleport offer. Is it because you used return?
Yup.
Nah, that explains it.
It's also because you can't teleport out of here. You have to leave and then come.
Ah, I'll just keep cooking. Turn in the berry feed once I'm done cooking. I don't even know if I need that venerate. I can just muscle memory it. Sorry, that was, well, for lack of a better term, muscle memory, but not the skill. That was just my brain. Look, you follow recipes. You're not good, you just make shit. Boyfriend always says your food smells and tastes good, though, so at least you can cook for more than just you. Yeah, there you go. It's always good when you can share the food with somebody else. Same, Cole, same. Why didn't you, yeah, that's what I said just now. Why didn't I just use the muscle memory? Because I had muscle memory of something else. But not actual muscle memory. Not the skill, like my brain, in real life muscle memory. You had Alice already when you were in Nijima's palace. It was stupid. I gotta tell you though, in P4 Golden specifically, I gotta imagine. I think I had Daisoju in like Heaven, and Heaven's like the third to last dungeon. Once you get like OP instant death spells in P4, the game just rolls over. That's it. It's done. There's nothing left. Can all pack
Fucking
up
hell,
and go
what was
home.
my team by the end game of fucking 5 Royal? Oh my god.
You had an
I think I
Alilot
had...
as your starter. I remember that much.
Yup! Alilot that resisted or reflected everything in the game. I had every single element on a persona. I had access to every single element in the game, with amps and boosts, with the highest tier spells in the game, and the party themselves were fucking stacked. I went to every single bar event, and I was fucking literally ready for war when I went into the final dungeon.
Cole was jacked.
I am convinced I probably could have, like, 10-turned the twins.
I wouldn't be shocked. Bethrick,
All
I
the
have
super
your
bosses
Barrack
would have rolled over.
I don't know about that, but you probably would have stood a chance pretty good, so.
Fucking ran their fade.
You told the story so many times here, and you'll tell it again. Alice is adorable. You love her. She is, and she is scary due to the implication. She has died for me. No offense. I'll stand at a respectable distance and praise her. You had, like, most of the Arcana peaks. There you go. Nice. What was my team at the end of P5 Vanilla? I definitely had Melchizedek. I remember that guy because I liked my Gundam Angel. We had Horus, Seiryu, Moloch, Dionysus, and Lakshmi. There, that was it. Those were my 6. It's funny because I think we'll have Lakshmi again when we play Nocturne, because Lakshmi's got some pretty good resistances in Nocturne.
I had Satan because I could.
Because you could. Why not? I think we made Satan in the Persona 5 playthrough as well, but I used it to make a weapon or something.
Yup, Joker's best weapon.
Yeah, that was probably what it was. What do you think? The poachers
I
are
love
going to
how
come
we're just fucking...
into the Crystarium, Bethrick? We're just vibing. Oh, wait.
literally sitting in queue waiting to do the story, and we're just fucking sitting here.
Just bullshit.
Vibing.
You beat the twins on your second
attempt. You'd be so proud of me if
but
you knew what I was doing right now.
But you do not mess with Lavenza, because this is like some hard shit. You're doing your custom deliveries for the week before they reset.
How'd you know?
You don't have to do them on Gatherer, though. Just do them on Culinarian, because on Botanist you can, like, just get the stuff that has the timers, and it'll level you really fast. Like, you want me to show you how? I can well, not show you because we break reality, but let me look at the list of things here.
Cole, have you fought Lavenza? I did not fight her on my playthrough. I was too excited to finish the game in the final dungeon, so I never knew you could fight her.
Damn. I'm in Amaro
I was out here grinding.
Did all your custom deliveries last week on Tuesday. Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
There's
I don't
my
do
boy.
shit on reset day.
There's my boy. We must feed him
boy.
so he can become big and strong again. Let me see here.
Jimmy
so,
dying of cute.
So, in your gathering log, if you go into, I think there's a thing for, yeah, under the special menu, so click on the staircase and then the bag. In the special menu, there's collectibles. And collecting any of the ones with the little shiny things next to them, you basically collect them at the maximum possible quality, and they'll, like, give you a ton of experience for doing it. So let me look at ones that you could do now-ish. I think there's one that's at 8 o'clock.
Hi, welcome to gathering. Welcome to the gathering stream.
It's at 4 to 6.
At least we have shit to do while we're fucking
0 to 2.
waiting.
0 to 2. Okay, not those. 10 to 12. Here's one, 8 to 10. Rarefied white oak log in the Chisel, which is southwest of Stilltide. That pops in approximately 3 minutes. So
Intensive synthesis!
you got intensive synthesis finally? Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Just wait till you use it the first time. If you want to, you could do Bethric's quest right now while you're waiting, because I just did it and I can
How
show
long
you
until that fucking thing spawns, and where does it spawn?
It spawns southwest of Stilltide in Calusia, and it spawns in about 2.5 minutes. So you might not get there, depending on if this queue pops in time or not.
Still tied, you said, right?
Yeah, Stilltide.
Oh.
So go there on Botanist. You can already fly, so that shouldn't be a huge deal. And then if you're able to do it, I'll walk you through the process. Wait, you're an Omni Gatherer on your alt, so you know the process of getting these things, don't you? Or do you want me to, do you want me to walk you through it anyway?
It spawns 2 minutes, right?
Yeah, 2 minutes.
You sent a level 80 unspoiled node near you.
Yeah, that one's a different one. You can go try it, but it's a different one. The one that I told you is like level 75, so it shouldn't be too hard for you to get it. Let me see here. Congrats, you're still capped on tomestones. All of them. And you need about 70,000 worth of Grand Company materials, and you're trying to be too nice. Now you just need to plan the accessories. Oh boy. Oh, making 2 friends who are starting 14 a full set of heavy metal gear for when they hit 60. Wow. That's generous. Just gotta plan out the accessories. For Lavenza, a certain skill category is actually useful. It's the fucking elemental break skills. Oh, so she's kind of like the fight against Marie in P4 Golden, because you had to use break skills to damage her too. Okay. Well, that's interesting. I guess they kept that. You get bored easily? No, that's fine, Marie. It seems like a lot, but that's because I don't really do that for people, so that's why. Alright, cool. So do you want me to walk you through the process of getting these to 1,000 quality, or?
No, I got this.
It's pretty easy. You basically just
If I'm capable of getting level 90 materials to 1,000 quality, I think I can do this.
Well, it's basically you just use scrutiny a couple of times before your prospects, and then you use what's your one that gives another gathering attempt? Is it Ageless Words? It's the one with the old man face on it.
Yeah, it's Ageless Words.
So once you've gotten it to 1,000 quality, if you have enough GP left, try to use Ageless Words as well.
Okay.
So that you can collect another one.
I remember how to do this.
Okay, so you Scrutiny. And then you Meticulous Prospector.
Meticulous Woodsman.
Yeah, Meticulous Woodsman. Mine's Prospector, my bad. And then you Scrutiny and Meticulous again.
Yep.
How much is the quality at now?
770.
Okay. Does Scour let you get it up the other 230? It should show Scour in the menu.
Very close, though.
How much?
Like, 955.
Okay. I mean, I guess that's fine. Just do a Scour and then do an Ageless Words.
Oh, got up to 1,000.
Hey. Okay, so now do an Ageless Words so you can collect more of them. And then just collect over and over again until the node's away. Till you've exhausted the node. There we go. I love how I'm doing this remotely, like I'm some kind of tech support guy. Maybe I should do my quest while Cole's doing his.
Okay, now where do I turn these in?
You can turn them in. I always turn mine in Rauger's Reach, so if you go to Western Rauger's Reach, the collectibles appraiser's under the tent there. I need to go find Megafauna Traces. Where are Megafauna Traces? They need a story tab for the collectibles for gatherers as well. It shouldn't be in here. It should be in the story tab. Megafauna Trace. Bless you. The Wild Fate. East of Slitherbow. Okay, that's where I'm going now. And then let me know how much experience that gets you from turning in the... How many did you get?
I am level 78, and there was only 4 of them.
See what I mean?
I'm level 78 now.
See what I mean? They give a lot of experience. And you can do that for all of them, because basically you can just pop a high cordial, wait for your GP to come back, and then just go do the next ones in the collectibles list. So, because there's some that pop from 10 to 12, there's some that pop from 12 to 2, there's some that have triple triad. Like this guy.
3 of them fangs.
Want to practice then, Rittard? I got some cards. What do you got? Sudden Death. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Same.
Sudden death.
And reverse. Lower numbers flip higher numbers. I guess I'm using the starter deck. It is a lot. Another friend literally asked you if we, a group of us, needed a spreadsheet for all the shit we need to get in terms of the raw materials. Yeah, that's a lot. I mean, it makes sense, honestly, though. Like, there's a lot of raw materials to get, so I could see it.
Quick synthesis is not available for this recipe. Ah!
Oh, no. Let's see.
Let
Lower
me
numbers
synthesize
flip higher
these
numbers.
components,
So,
game!
that was a good play right there. I can do this. Flip my card back so they can flip my Koro. Oh, they didn't flip my Koro. Well, then I guess I can... hang on. Now all of my norths are 4, so do this. Flip it. What is that, an iguana? Okay. Ah, but you see, sir, I have you cornered now.
Phoenix right thing starts playing with it.
Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Got him.
Intensive synthesis.
Yeah, so anytime, when you're doing progress, basically whenever you're just doing progress rather than quality, if a good or an excellent pops up, intensive synthesis will light up and it will do a ton of progress for you. So, there you go.
Only a bit.
Like, wait till you use it. It's so fucking... It's so fucking powerful.
It's fucking ridiculous.
It's so powerful. And again, it's a good skill because it makes you say, okay, well now the quality doesn't matter because I'm on progress. And it's like, no, actually now it does matter. So, let me do this again because I don't know specifically where. Oh, right here. Okay, so it's in these ones. Got it.
Aggressively does custom deliveries.
There we are, megafauna traces. I could also get some extra effervescent water, but nah, I'll get those later.
I can only just say we've been in queue for 19 minutes.
Yep.
Hell.
Like I said, these queues will probably not pop as quickly because this is off content, and this is also in a roulette that, from my understanding, very few people do. Ooh, a map. I just sold a map yesterday on the market board for 50,000 gil. I don't know why anyone would pay that much for it, but there you go.
Calm down, Mr. Stock Market Manipulator.
Okay, well I got more megafauna, and there's still one left, so I can get some extra effervescent water. Again, none of the water that's available in the first is drinkable though, so like how do people live here? I guess they just boil it, right?
Probably.
Right,
So one thing I hate is that I have to fucking synthesize every single one of these goddamn components individually.
Oh, Q pop. How much?
I'm in the middle of my crafting rotation!
How much synthesizing do you have left?
Ah! It does it faster.
Just do it faster, but do it like safely. Yeah, 50k, my dude. You sell maps for 10k max. They were 10k max before. I don't know what happened to the economy.
I'm going in. Press the go button.
I popped the go
Don't
button.
let this opportunity waste.
Let's hope the tank actually gets in.
Tank fell asleep with their keyboard.
There we go. I have to heal this now. Oh no. Alright, so I used Selene last time.
Here we go!
We'll use Eos this time. Oh good, Green made a platform for us! Well, there it is. Is it a Sanua? Antithesis Manifest. It's a void...
That ain't a Light Warden.
No, that's a Void Walker. What is Dark Aether doing out here? Let's
I don't know,
find
but
out.
I'm gonna kill it!
Let's find out, shall we?
Ba, ba, ba. Oh, that's right, everyone gets to hear the remix you don't like now.
It just sounds too in your face. Like the other one was kind of more, like the original was more subdued, and again, it had more percussion. But, well, whatever, what do I know? Okay. You placed your ley lines in the right spot.
I am a genius.
You placed your ley lines in the wrong spot.
What the fuck do you mean I got hit with a debuff? Ah!
Ruh-roh.
I pressed the wrong one.
Oh no, Scoop.
Oh no, Scoop. Those were unarmed civilians. Yee.
I forget where that's from. Oh, Darkfire 3.
Oh
I'm
shit.
gonna get hit by Darkfire 3. No, I'm not. There we go.
And got some unholy darkness.
Nice. Spell and waiting. What do you suppose that does?
Eh?
I heard a slow. I'll try not to cuck you with this.
Stop.
Okay, so you
Trying.
see the stopwatch above my thing there? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now it goes off. So basically, with spell and waiting, you have to essentially spread or stack or whatever, and then wait for it to go off before you leave the spread or stack. It's kind of interesting, I guess. So just everybody stay right here for now. Maybe I should summon Seraph as well.
So wild.
Consolate. Getting the hell out of here. Oh, we got a white mage too, so that actually really helps. Okay, so I have to stay spread out. This is probably going to be a stack marker, but it's going to be a delayed one. So we wait. Don't go in, Dez. They can't hear me. What am I talking about?
Oh shit.
Oh, look, we all got a galvanize out of that, or most of them. Entropy.
Oh.
It's a long cast marker. That's why.
Oh!
Cole, how did you get hit so hard? Oh, by the way, go to the right.
Yo,
all the way to the
knockback
right.
is cokey.
This is a spicy knockback! Doom Void. And by the way,
Doom Void
for the
guillotine.
next one, use your knockback prevention because of this. You have to do this with the Nixes coming out. Now entropy.
Oh god, not again.
It's okay, I have this.
Fuck, fuck,
I'm gonna
fuck,
go
fuck.
all the way over here. Oh, okay. Good, they're gonna take it for me. Just gonna do this real quick. And then this real quick. Everybody get in so they can get whispered. I didn't even need that. Okay, now don't go anywhere yet. That's not gonna go off till after the stack marker. Guys, stack marker.
Oh, piss.
Okay, that's fine. We got this. Now we spread out. Yep. See? Not too bad. The hand's back. My sacred is too far away! Okay, let's stand in this one. Entropy. Let's get Seraph out here. Consolate us, Seraph! Okay, so look away from Cole. Cole, you don't have to look away from us. We just have to look away from you. See if I can dispel that.
My visceral reaction to 3!
I cannot dissipate the petrification, so, you know. Okay. Now make sure you're not looking at that guy, though, while we void the Nixes, because it's going to go off while the Nixes are trying to run us over. Okay, we're fine. Just do this.
Oh man.
Did my Adlo even go off? I think it did. Cardinal.
Oh, that's fucking
Nixes.
rude.
Yeah, I know. This Voidwalker is very rude.
Let's teach them a lesson.
Hey. That's a good idea.
Hey, cat!
I'll keep you alive long enough to teach them that lesson. My MP management
Shall
in
I
this
give you
fight was
despair?
top fucking notch, dude. Holy shit.
Ah.
Just burn it. That's a delayed stack, so just burn it.
Shall I give you despair?
You did give them despair. Very nice. Kind of want their armor set, though.
Thunk.
It's kind of
Hey,
nice.
so fun fact. That's the armor set for this tier.
Oh. So if I rip it off their dead body, will I get it? Good job, team! The clock sounds, yeah. Love the ticking. Don't know why. That's okay. We don't have to know why we love it. Thank you, Eos. Good work. Thank you, Rory. Good work. Already said good job, team. Should we leave their body here?
I'll pick it up. Hang on.
Okay. You pick it up.
Damn. This motherfucker heavy.
Well, they're in 600 pounds of armor, so.
Yeah, well, I've dragged you
That's true.
when you were in 600 pounds of armor.
Did you guys take care of all your Sin Eaters? Because I took care of this one. Somebody's asleep at the... Never mind, they woke up. Probably heard us talking shit. Cole, please explain the Savage for this one. You don't know what the fuck you're doing.
I don't think I could do that in the time of the rest of the stream.
Now you know how you feel when you look at your MP on Scholar and you still have almost 10k despite being 9 minutes into a fight. See, what I did was I did something that I didn't really know was going to make that much of a difference, but it really did, which is every other time I refresh my dot, I hit Lucid. And that is so helpful for MP. Like, holy God. Because it's every 60 seconds anyway, so it's like, okay. The armor is alive again. I mean, I guess I didn't absorb its ether, so... Also, its ether is not light, so it's dark. Do you need another thrashing, or... I don't know if you can force quit this one, Reen. Yeah, as long as you don't have to res, you're good, yeah, exactly. And we didn't have to that time.
Oh, shit.
Existential crisis! Tetsuya Nomura didn't write my bit yet, so I don't know what I'm doing! Ugh.
I love how everyone in the party is immediately ready to throw hands.
Until they fall over again, and then Reen's like, no! This person needs help! I think. Anybody else reminded of Medius from Final Fantasy XII? Speaking of which, guess what's the first boss we're going to be fighting in Ivalice? I don't remember
I think we're gonna
Rabanastre.
get to Ivalice today.
I don't think so either. I don't remember Rabanastre at all, though. I'm just being honest. Like, I don't remember a single mechanic about Rabanastre. I've done it once. So.
For you, I do, and I'm not telling you shit.
Okay, good. Because I wouldn't have it any other way.
I want to watch you die.
That's fine, because the rest of the Alliance will die with me.
This is a mechanic, and you're gonna eat it!
Yep, basically. Do you think that this person, question mark, is going to know anything about Eden, though? Oh, that's an in-universe thing. You can't hear the armor. I mean, I think I said they, but somebody might have said she. Everybody here can hear them, even though there's no voice acting, though, so I guess that's why. You didn't pay attention at all. It's okay, Lifeblood. Don't worry, we'll keep you up to speed. Or we won't, because we're all as lost as you are. Either way. Thancred, are you gonna jump down or teleport? Because, okay, he teleported. Because I was gonna say, where are you walking to? You do that, Reen. That'll make it a little easier. Oh, Reen said she. You were like, how do you know? Yeah, it's because it's the same thing with Giat, right? Because there was no voice acting in Giat's quests, but we knew that Giat was a she because it was eventually revealed. So everyone in universe would know that Giat was a female. Same thing here. No voice acting, but everyone in universe would know. Yes, throw her off the Eden, Commander.
Commander. Throw them from the airlock.
Throw it out of the airlock, Commander. Reason for shits and
they...
giggles. That's actually the same reason Javik would throw her out of the airlock, so yes, exactly.
Given how much Javik says throw the thing out of the airlock, I wonder if that was just a punishment. Back in the day, you just got thrown out of the airlock if you fucked up.
I mean, you would, like, combust, freeze, your blood would boil, and your lungs would collapse all at the same time if you were thrown into the vacuum of space, so...
Fair enough.
Depending on where the sun is, though, you might not boil. Or no, your blood would still boil, I think. If I remember... Because there was a guy that was on a myths thing that he debunked. And he said if you're facing the sun one way and you're not facing it the other way, the half that's facing the sun would burn, and the side that isn't would freeze. But your blood would still boil, probably because of the front half part. And your lungs would collapse because there's no air, so. Well, yeah, I mean, she did get summoned out of a void, so I guess we have to make sure she's not tempered first. We should really do something about tempering in general, shouldn't we? It's kind of a big problem. Well, problems for later. What discovery did you make, Green? Let's find out. Did you find water in Eden? Yes, lots of water. So, what's the plan, with how we're going to use Eden to get the ether back, exactly? How do we fix tempering besides the sharp end of a sword? That is a good question. I need to talk to the people in Charlian about it, because maybe they'll have some ideas. Okay, so if we shift the balance back towards astral and umbral equally, it might be able to fix it? Right. Uh-huh. So it wasn't inherently evil, it was just used to tip the light and the dark in one direction or the other. Who made this thing? Like, what... Did the Ronkins make this? Because this doesn't look Ronkin. This is hella boring, so you're leaving. Alright, Lifeblood, take it easy. We will see ya. It's going to be mostly side content for the next couple of streams, so there probably won't be any main content till after Cole gets back from his vacation, I think. Maybe a little. We'll see.
Oh, yeah.
So Cole will have plenty of time to get all his classes to 80. I don't know what that was all about. Charlie, and they won't fucking tell us shit. Actually, their etherophysicists have been talking with me because of the nature of the Scions and Rori. We've been putting our heads together off-screen to try and figure out a way to get them back. So I'm still doing my work even while all of these guys are running around here taking care of Eden instead of trying to find a way back. So how do we fix this, Urian J? Let's pick his brain. Okay. Yeah, probably a good idea. Thancred might be helpful for whatever is in your brain. So let's find out. You know, the nice part is, though, even though this is taking a little while to get into the queues, I have basically done all of my side stuff, with the exception of that one side quest I want to do in Tamra. I think. Let me look at my notes real quick, just to check. What do my notes say? Let's see, Eden stuff, the side quest in Tamra, the level 78 deliveries. Oh yeah, we got to do Shadow Walk with me today too. So 2 quests I need to go do before we can start thinking about Ravenaster. How the fuck did you get those pricks with sticks up there, Bums, to work with you? You just have to present them with a problem novel enough that their ears prick up, and then they'll listen. And this is a novel problem if they've ever seen one.
You get those pricks with sticks.
Pricks with sticks up their bums. Okay, so I guess that makes sense, but how do we realign the ether? Don't we have to find a source first? Yeah. True, very true. So you want to do one element at a time. So basically all we have to do is find a source of one of the elements and then just use it with Eden's energies. Okay. That's true. The organic material out here is kind of scattered, widespread, isn't it? It's kind of ramshackle. Okay. I guess Eden could find that. This all sounds like a great plan, Urian J, but what part of it is going to involve us fighting? Okay. A corporeal manifestation of each of the individual elements. Are you... Moogles? Are you talking about primals, dude? That's what it sounds like. I'm not that afeared to utter the fateful word. I just said it, but you couldn't hear me. I blame my face mask. Damn these silent protagonists.
We're
limitations.
summoning primal. Fuck.
So what you're proposing then is to summon the primal here using the ambient ether of the area, beat it, and then the ambient ether will be drawn out so Eden can use it? Is that the plan? Well, yeah, I can in fact remember the primals. I have a photographic memory, so that won't be a problem. What do you mean, is that even possible? I've killed them before. I can kill them again. I break my fast on primals.
That's what Rori's saying. You'll probably say the bottom one.
I'm going to say the middle one, actually. It is, in fact, either that or being torn to shreds, but considering how weak they were the last time I saw them, these primals won't be nothing. It'll be fine. Actually, it won't be an approximation, Urianjay. I already read the Nymean scholar book that taught me how to imagine, well, not imagine, but remember the battles in my mind's eye with Odin and Bahamut, and I remembered them perfectly clearly, so it will be not an approximation, but an exact. So let's do it, shall we? Yeah, which one are we doing first? Love how we're choosing to summon primals. Man, what a time to be alive. Yeah, we sort of are spinning this on its head, aren't we?
Yeet.
So we will reflood the empty with water first.
Well,
Okay, fair enough. That is where the flood, not the flood, but the ocean is in our world, so. So I guess we're taking another trip. Road trip, gang, get your stuff. I mean, you could just take her out of the empty. I mean, I guess we could just leave her in the empty so that her ether balances, since she appears to be entirely dark ether. Realize that means we're summoning Isael in order to kill her, right? How fucked up is that? Yeah, that would be. Although she was evil Isael when we fought her at that point. She wasn't like. She wasn't like sympathetic character Isael at that point, so it probably is less bad. It would probably still make me cry, but it's less bad. What do you mean that's not how it works? Again, I have a photographic memory. This will be... We're doing water, so this will be Leviathan as I fought him in the past, Thancred. It's fine. There's no problems. It's okay. I got this. I got this. Don't worry about it. Alright, I guess we're going on a road trip while Thancred gets stuck at home. Reen gets to hang out with her other dad. Okay, good.
Dad 2.
Just pull it out of the ground. That sounds a lot like ground being pulled up, but okay. Did they do that on purpose in a black screen so they didn't have to animate it? Memories of Leviathan come flooding back. Let's tune this computer to my memories of Leviathan, then. And we have access to Eden's Gate Inundation. Cool. Okay. Ready to go fight Leviathan again?
Let's get this bread.
I think I'm going to do it on Ninja this time. I used Dark Knight Scholar.
Shit'll be easy.
It'll be
Come on.
fine. It's just Leviathan. What's the worst that could possibly happen?
Why are you setting it to unrestrict? Oh.
Where is it? There it is. There's Leviathan. In we go. Okay, Leviathan. Ready? We didn't even need the party for this one. Again, he's too weak. He's level 50. This will be fine. Hang on, let me get Trick Attack up on him before you start blowing him up. Oh my god. He got Trick Attack. He's like, ah, fuck! Yay. I think you're gonna have to hit the tail, though. So, if we even get that far. Alright, he's not taking damage anymore. Well, that's interesting.
Oh, right. Switch targets.
Yeah.
Tail is unaffected by physical. Oh, it's because we have to kill these fucking...
Yeah, we gotta kill the Spiones.
Hoggins.
He's gotta vol him down until we kill the Spiones, so... I'll come over here so we can hit the converter once he AoEs one of us. There we go.
Speak of the devil.
Got it. And now, while we wait, I can refresh my thing, my photon. And Trick Attack will be back up after the tidal wave.
Also, switch targets, because the tail is immune to
The tail's the ranged
magic attack.
one. Tail's the ranged one. The veil on his head reflects damage dealt by ranged attacks, so yeah, the tail's the ranged one. Easy!
That only took a minute.
See, this
Easy.
won't take long at all. We'll just kill them in exact order as we did before, and it'll be fine. Alright, let's go back out and we'll see if the ether is corrected the water. Guys?
I don't think it worked.
Was that not enough? It didn't... What do you mean it didn't reveal itself? I remembered him exactly. Huh.
Hold on a minute. Fucking... Let me try.
Okay, you try.
Okay, now try it.
What do you mean now try it? If we go in, it's just gonna remember what I... Okay, let's be clear on this. This is something I got from Charlian. Because of the fact that I'm currently whole of body, mind, and soul, if we go in there, even if you said it that way, it's just gonna remember Leviathan again, as I thought of it. Which,
Well, fucking try it again!
okay, if you insist. I'm telling you. Yeah, that's what I thought. So it looks like we're at a bit of an impasse, because as long as I go in there... Wait a second, I got it. Okay, so you know how the Source always has world-ending problems happening even when, you know, it's been like 2 weeks since the last one?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's my thought process. You remember all the primals too, but you don't have a photographic memory like me. As a matter of fact, you probably have PTSD from them. So if you remember the primals and program it into the thing, it will embellish the primals and force you to fight them longer, which will cause them to restore the ether faster, because if we kill them in a minute, the ether won't restore. So you fight these guys with Reen and Urion J and Thancred and the other people. And I'll go back to the Source with Auspice Rori, and we'll see if there's any world-ending calamities happening over there, so we can kind of kill two birds with one stone.
Wait. You're leaving.
I'm letting you handle this. I'm letting you be the protagonist. It's what you've always wanted.
I'm aware.
Right? It's fine.
But, like...
It'll be fine. You got this. All you gotta do is get the 6 elements together. And if you need to take care of a little bit of a therapy session, I'll come back and we'll talk about it.
Well, alright then.
Okay, Rory, have fun.
Hey, chat, so you remember how I said we weren't actually doing these quests? This is what I mean.
I have a photographic memory, which means it will be literally impossible for me to embellish the primals. If I remember them, I will remember them exactly as I did when we first fought them, so I cannot continue this quest line. Rory can, though, because she has PTSD from all of them.
Which is Jimmy's excuse of, I don't want to do this quest line.
It's true. Actually, it's because of the fact that in order to get the quest line to be solved properly, we would have had to do all 8 of those raids while also doing the Ravenaster raids and everything else we're doing before the end of patch 5.2. So I said, we got a lot to do. Let's not. Let's just cut that. It's fine. It's fine.
Which
Rory,
is unfortunate because
Rory
Eden's probably my
gets
favorite
to-
side quest line.
It's fine. Rory gets to be the protagonist. It's okay. I'll go take care of everything else while Rory gets to be the protagonist and spend time with Reen. It's okay.
Unfortunately,
Anyway,
by
so.
extension of Jimmy's own personal complaints and rules, since he is not involved in these quest lines, they technically never progress. Since
No,
he's
they
technically the
do.
one streaming.
No, they do, because you take care of them.
Well, you know what I mean. This is out of character.
Well, yeah, okay. Out of character, yes, they don't proceed because I'm not doing any more than what we just did as a result of my character flaw, which is that I have a photographic memory, which isn't much of a flaw, but in this case it kind of is. So, yeah, Cole, and by Cole I mean Rory. Rory's going to take care of... It'll basically, why I did this is I said, okay, no, hang on. This is fine because it'll give Rory something to do while I'm off in the source taking care of the Evilise raids with Auspice Rory. And it'll still give Cole something
downside
to do because he's still here for it. So
the downside to this being that since we're not going to be doing the rest of Eden, we don't get to hear any of the remixes for any of the new primals for the rest of the stream, which is disappointing as fuck if I'm being completely honest, and I argued like all hell to get my brother to actually do all 12 fights.
Yeah, honestly, I'm kind of not happy about that part either because the remixes for those are really good. But you can listen to them elsewhere. So.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Jimmy. I'm kind of not happy about this. That this is happening. I would much rather take an additional 2 streams to just do them. I had a feeling
it was going to end up being this way. It's kind of a controversial thing, but I'm happy to do it like this because it'll get us through.
I'm be totally honest with you. I would gladly extend this stream if it means that we can fucking do these fights.
Technically speaking, Rory is doing these fights, which means if I called her on Link Pearl right now, all I'd hear is, ah!
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know.
Like, actually, do them on screen.
On screen, I know. Again, though, the problem that I see with that is that we've got a lot to do before we even get into 5.1, and then we've still got some stuff to do between 5.1 and 5.2. And we have to finish at the very least E8 before the end of, at the end of 5.2, because after that, Thancred and Urian J leave the story because, excuse me, well, we're skipping ahead a little bit, but in 5.3 we get everybody home. So, I don't know. I guess I could...
I mean, I wouldn't mind waiting.
I mean, I guess I could ask what the audience thinks about this development. If we should continue the Eden raids or if we should just move along. I can put that to vote, I suppose. I wouldn't be opposed to doing it, but I don't know how we do it though, because I just explained in character why it wouldn't work if I went in there, because your embellishment would have to be the one that works, and Eden weighs my soul more heavily.
That is true. However, that's simply because you're the primary directive.
So maybe you could reprogram it. Okay, well, I guess we could do that because you do have the tech savvy, so. Why is the Samael so elusive? It's... Well, I guess fairies can make themselves invisible, right? That was what I was going to say. It's invisible, but... Yeah. So all we have to do is find an invisible Brachiosaur. Cool. Did my chat disconnect? Has there been any chat for you in the past few minutes?
Nope.
Okay. Because I was going to say. I mean, Lifeblood's not here, so there's less of that chatter. He'd probably be really happy for this development. Keshi, please don't eat the skin. That's not okay. At least fry it first.
Fucking hell.
I pulled this out of a rock. It's probably fossilized. You don't know what that would do to your insides.
Not good things, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. But my tools will be honed because shortly we'll be doing the level 80 quests after we do Rabanaster. But before we do any of that, I have to go back to see how Ronet's doing in Tamra. See if Rory blasphemed so hard the town fell over. And then we'll come back to the Crystarium.
You fucking whoreson with your stupid ass traditional rules. Traditions are just rules set by dead people, you fucking tossers.
And then after we do that
just
one...
progressively getting smaller while Rory's getting bigger.
Like that scene in Paper Mario.
I should play Thousand Year Door again.
You should. Again, you have a more powerful rig, so you can do all that now. You can beat Skies of Arcadia, you can beat Thousand Year Door, you can use my walkthrough as a reference. Run it to the rescue! Lolly ho, Ronet. What's been going on?
And now while this is happening, you know what I'm gonna do? What I'm gonna do, audience, is I'm gonna go do my roulettes.
And that's another reason why we did this, because I have a bunch of side quests to do in between the Rabanaster stuff, but Cole only needs to be present for the Rabanaster stuff. So that allows him to gain levels passively while here on the stream, so he can bullshit with me while I'm doing side quests until I get to the parts that he actually has to be an active participant in. So there you go.
This is correct.
There you go.
I'm still willing to make the stream go longer to
Yeah,
finish
well.
Eden.
Fair enough.
I don't care. If this is gonna be the fucking last hurrah for this goddamn game on your goddamn Twitch chat, then I'm gonna fucking do as much as I want. There ain't no fucking cliffhangers, no bullshit,
Well,
no
technically-
regrets. Just walk forward.
Well, technically speaking, there wouldn't be any threads left, Bear, because Rory would take care of all of this
You know what I
in the
mean.
empty. So,
You know what I mean.
and I can come back and be like, "So how's it going?" And she can be like, "PTSD intensifies."
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
A barrel of good mead? Well, we could go to Wright. They made ale at one point. Yeah.
Listen, all I'm saying is Jimmy has been partially responsible for 2 ecological disasters this goddamn thing. I think he deserves to fucking fix the environment for once.
Actually, I wasn't responsible. Those were my friends doing it.
Yeah, well, you deserve to prove them how to do it right.
Yeah, but they're there, so that means they'll get to take credit for it too. Whatever. Again, I'd be willing to go do the rest of the Eden raids. I'll just put it to vote, basically.
Vote.
Vote with your comments. Should we continue the Eden raids?
Like, comment, subscribe.
Oh dear God. Hey, Luke, Euless. What's going on? Ah, okay, so you're the neighbor now. Well, that was quick. Not that they had anybody running against you.
Forward and back, and forward and back.
Yeah, this is Ronit from Tamra. He's looking for right ale.
Oh, you
Ronit, just
fucking
say
puss.
lolly ho, dude. There. Thank you. That's it. This is a traditional dwarven greeting, yes. And here they go, lolly hoing as well. That was close. And so was that. Exactly. So have the crops grown in yet? We can find some fertilizer if not. He wants some right ale. And the dwarves would be very good patrons of yours if you were to make some right ale. Oh, okay. How do we fix it, then? Pretty much, yeah. Any ideas, Ronit? Okay, I'll go back to Tamra then with you. Meanwhile, he's gonna walk all the way there while Interceptor and I will just teleport.
Oof.
No, it'll be fine. I'll make sure nothing bad comes of it. I'll be back. Alright, back up the hill. So which roulette are you going to do first?
Main scenario!
Are you doing your pixie quest while you're waiting for it?
How'd you know?
What did Zemet tell you, Ronit?
Forward and back.
So this rock phosphate would re-fertilize their fields? Well, revitalize them? Ah,
Are you
okay.
dying?
What?
Are you dying?
No, I was taking a stretch. Oh, okay. So let's just go to Amity and we'll see if they've got any stockpiles. Easy. I'll go with you to make sure nothing bad happens. I'm glad to be helping him on his journey to become a better dwarf. And by that I mean a not racist dwarf. Come on, Parvati, let's get over to Amity. What fate was that? Season of our Discord. I didn't know our Discord has seasons. Is that a mod? Like, is that a widget I can install?
A widget. Wimjet.
Okay, Ronit. Let's look for that rock phosphate. Remember to lolly ho. There you go. Everybody's lolly-hoeing around here. Okay, cool. They must have plenty of it if they're willing to just give it away. Yellow and lumpy. Got it. Can-a-do. Well, Ronit's gonna look in those. I already did my triple triad for the day, so let's look in this crate. Ah, I think I found it, Ronit. We got our yellow our rock phosphate. I guess it is yellow phosphate, technically speaking, too. Yep, got it. There you go. Oh, okay, so that was your plan. Make an automaton to find the rock phosphate veins so that you can give it to... Right, that's a good idea, Ronit. Okay, I will let them know. Might be a bit of a long trip for them, but that's fine. Back down the hill, then. I think this is right. Yeah, it is. Okay. It was underneath the objective. Mr. Mayor, I may have a solution to your fields. Yes. Rock phosphate. Well, if anybody can find it, it would be Ronit and his machines, because he has a good way with machines, especially ones that help people. So, all right, back to Tamra. There's a lot of up and down here, isn't there? Or as Cole would like to say, forward and back.
Gosh, fuck, I got Castro. Ugh.
Oh, jeez. Well, I guess it's like 20 minutes, so.
Exactly 6:50, which means we'll still have half an hour, and I guarantee you, even if you started the fucking Rabbinaster raids right now, we would still be in queue at 7:30.
We won't be doing Rabbinaster today. We might get somewhat close to it, but we'll be doing it on Thursday. Damn the Eden raids and taking an hour and a half to get done with the first two.
Still worth it, because the story is fire.
Lally-ho, right?
Tetsuya Nomura may have issues writing, but you know what? He did a damn good job on the Eden raids, in my personal, formal opinion.
There you go. I actually can't speak to whether the Eden raids are good or bad, personally, because I've literally never gone past the second one. So...
You know something, Jimmy?
My knowledge is precisely what we showed on the stream.
You know something, Jimmy?
What?
You did say you wanted to do this blind, so maybe this might be an opportunity to go into something completely blind.
Yeah, it's true.
Because then your rage will be...
Omega completely blind. So.
True. Because then your rage and disappointment will be completely justified.
Oh, Jesus. So the Orehound Ogre can hunt for rock phosphate, huh? Oh, okay, he's got sensors for it. Be careful, Orehound Ogre, don't get murdered. Ah, look at all that rock phosphate. I don't think they're going to need that much, but still, at least then you don't have to trek up and down here so much. He's very good with automata. And now he wants to be the next Watts, so...
What's his name?
Who?
Go to
Ronit?
hell for that pun.
Ronit or the automata?
I was making a joke because
Oh.
you said he wants to be the next Watts, and I was like, what's his name?
Oh. I glossed over that one. Sounds like Wright is going to be back in business. I just revitalized their economy. By allowing them to trade with the dwarves who love their
The
ale.
war economy!
Thankfully not that. We took care of the Sin Eaters. But their economy is now set because the dwarves love ale and Wright's only crop is barley to use for ale, so...
Based.
Oh my god. Ronit did all of this because he wanted to drink underage. God damn it, Ronit. What the fuck? How was I supposed to know that?
I'm building an image here.
Would I ever have agreed to this if I knew you were too young to drink, man? He's just, I love his protestations in the background too. Luke's laughing at him. He's like, ah!
Molding.
This is great. This quest is really good. I like this. I'm glad we did this one. I forgot about this one. I completely glossed over. And we did the one in Twine as well. That was like the cherry on top quest for that part. So I just completely forgot about this one. Well, there you go. Maybe by the time they get all the ale ground up and stuck in the moonshiner, you'll be old enough to drink, run it.
Lol.
See, this is the part of 14 that I enjoy, where we make the world a better place by finding unorthodox solutions to problems. Okay, like the rest of the fantastical stuff is fine, but this is the part that's always like, it gets me right here.
Right in here in your cold, dark, jaded heart.
That being said, I actually went ahead and started the Qitari Beast Tribe questline to try to see if they leaned really hard on Ronka with them. And having done the rank 4 quest, the first rank 4 quest, there's 2 rank 4 quests for them because there's like some sort of decision you can make. I feel like those were the ones that were affected the most by the pandemic because there's like a bunch of design things that they did in previous Beast Tribe quests that they did not do with the Qitari. Like it feels like a casualty, and that's a shame.
Ow.
They did lean pretty hard on Ronka with them, though. So I think my Skies of Arcadia-ass plot of an Alliance Beast Tribe thing, or Allied Beast Tribe quest line would have worked here. He's trying to control the weapons of Ronka to take over the First. We need to find people who are good with weaponry. The Fae, who can conjure any magic known to any mankind in the First. The Dwarves, who can build tanks. Somebody need weapons? And then the Dwarves just build an airship. And we take down
And why the
Ronka
fuck
ruins.
is main scenario still boring?
Why? Because
I know why. It's because of level
main
50.
scenario. Yeah, and it's level 50, and you don't have anything good in that, so.
Literally half this dungeon is me just fucking pressing my AoE buttons on Gunbreaker.
Lolly goodbye, everyone. Yeah, it is pretty boring, isn't it? Like, you don't even have Fated Circle, so you can't even do, like, AoE cartridge attacks. Like, what the fuck?
No, I have to fucking target the big guys and do
then
my
burst
single
strike,
target
yeah.
cartridges on that shit.
Like... Oh, and by the way, while we're thinking about content that we probably won't be doing for the stream, like, again, the Eden stuff I can ask the audience and see what they want. This word about Comra quest here, it starts the Alliance raids for Shadowbringers. We also won't be doing those there because on the stream because we're already doing the Ravenaster raids, and I don't know how to fit Nier Automata into a stream with a person who's not tech-savvy as the main character, or someone who hasn't played Nier out of character doing Nier stuff, so... I just don't know how to do it. I'm sorry. I'm trying to tie up plot threads, not create new ones.
More plot.
Speaking of plot, let's go do the best quest in Shadowbringers, shall we?
Is it the Hildebrand quests?
It's Shadow Walk with me, actually.
Oh.
Because there are no Hildebrand quests in Shadowbringers. They're only in Endwalker.
Pain.
I know.
Shadow Walker, you say? Is that because you fucking finished all the other role quests?
Yes, so this quest right here with Glennard requires you to have finished all of the other role quests in order to get it.
I'll be doing this eventually.
It ties up the Cardinal Virtue story in a way that is just mwah, grandissimo. And it adds an additional cutscene in a later... it adds an additional section to a cutscene later at the end of patch 5.2 that is absolutely the best way to do that cutscene. Like, objectively, there is no argument. So...
It's also further extrapolated on in the Eden raids.
This is the quest that made me think the Cardinal Virtues should have been the MSQ, rather than the side content they got stuck with, because let's just check this out, shall we? While Cole does his main scenario.
Hell. I'm in hell.
I'm the talk of the stairs. Well, I guess we did kill all the Cardinal Virtues, so... Well, it was all in a day's work, Leonard. You guys already know I'm the Warrior of Darkness, so I guess it's not really anything out of the ordinary. Oh, really? Well, that's very perceptive of you, Ciela. I mean, I'm not very good at embellishing, but I can give you the details. So, I couldn't do my tank roll quest because Square Enix had a bug in the system that I had to overcome. And that's how I murdered Decayascene.
AOD's nuts.
Mm. I should have put up my Ligma shield.
I can't believe Steve Jobs died of Ligma.
Who's Steve Jobs?
Ligma balls.
I always just laugh at the before the joke though, which the joke is just that he goes through with it anyway, even though he didn't even ask him the right question for it. I just laugh at the who's Steve
I love
Jobs
the
part.
fucking disintegration sound.
Yeah,
that
that's
fucking
good too.
Devastates me. Dr. Manhattan does not care.
Oh, okay. Wow, since when does the bartender give orders to the head bartender? Well, we'll have the celebration one day, maybe when Lou Reek gets back in good spirits with his parents and can actually afford to pay for it. There is a side quest that lets you have that celebration, by the way. You have to do this.
Yeah.
You have to do this one first. And, by the way, while we're thinking about that, if you haven't done all 4 of the role quests and done this quest line previously, you should go do that because it also ties into quests in Endwalker, from what I understand.
Yup.
So, like, it adds a quest line that will eventually probably be resolved in Endwalker. What do you mean, exactly? What did I do for you? I mean, I guess I killed the Cardinal Virtues, but that was done for everyone. Who's this devil? I mean, you talking about Eden? Because Rori and the rest of them are taking care of that right now. Are you on the landslides yet?
The landslides.
Okay, so we gotta go up top.
With how much reference we make to that line, that's why I still want to do the Eden quest. That line needs to be uttered on screen.
I wouldn't be the one
It's
uttering
literally
it,
just
though.
too funny.
I mean, it's too funny, yes, but I wouldn't be the one uttering it because I don't have PTSD from the primals, so I wouldn't be the
And
one
also
that
because
needs
I
to-
feel like the entirety of the fight with that would just be us vibing to Titan's theme.
Probably. I mean, most of those would probably just be us vibing to insert theme here. So. Alright, I think Ciela... Oh, okay. She's up here. I was gonna say, I think
You know
she's
what I
down
miss?
here. What's that?
Ultimatum.
What was Ultimatum?
It was AoE provoke.
Oh, yeah. I think I used that like once in the entire time we played A Realm Reborn in Heaven's Ward.
Well, it's just good for if you had a fucking group of ass enemies and you were in between your cooldowns and your fucking AoE rotation, because it was just like,
Yep.
cool, this entire group is no longer hitting the healer.
This group is now mine. I don't know about that last part, Ciela, but my old master did say such evil cannot be suffered. So,
Didn't you kill your old master?
did I? What happened to Master Musosai? Did I end up murdering him? I think I did, if I recall correctly, because he said he was deserving of death because he was the one that brought all the problems that we were solving into the world. So, I should have rewatched that stream before I did this one, because we're actually going to do the level 80 Samurai quest on this episode. Yay! Yeah, I'm kind of wondering there, Ciela, although I'm starting to think that you look a little familiar. Oh, okay. How did you know this? The Codger's Crook, huh? Okay. She's acting mighty suspicious.
Oh, sus.
I'll just teleport to Still Tide. I probably could have just used the Amaro launch to get there, but, you know. Did E9 for your trial. Nice to know you came back for the best quest X-Pack. Yeah, like I said, this is one of my favorite quests in this X-Pack. So, again, it's the one that made me think that the Cardinal Virtues should have been the MSQ. Once I did this one, I was like, there's no contest. What they did with this one quest alone enticed me more to the story than what they did with the entire MSQ up to this point. So, it's really good. Oh, look, there's the B rank. Indomitable. Yeah, bro, same. So,
also, Marie, to catch you up on everything that happened since you just finished E9, we're gonna put whether or not we finished the Eden quests on stream to vote.
so here's the in-universe reason for why we couldn't finish E9, since I'm not sure if you were here when we did it. We tried to go into E3N, and because of my character's photographic memory, I just remembered Leviathan from A Realm Reborn. Twice. So I said, hey, Rory, you have PTSD from fighting all the primals. Why don't you code into it? And then we tried to do it when we were both present, and it remembered mine instead of Rory's. So I said, okay, I guess you're doing these ones. Bye.
See, I thought we were doing a funny on stream, because it was gonna, like, we go in, we kill Leviathan, Rory's like, okay, you know what, let me tinker with it, and then a bunch of fucking tools swing out, you give me party lead, and I put us into proper things, and Jimmy the entire time is screaming, what is happening?!
Yeah, no, that was not what was happening.
As funny as that would have been.
It probably would have been pretty funny. But yeah, so we said, okay, so Cole really wanted to continue with the Eden raids. So I said, okay, well, if people want to see it, then I'll go do it. I guess. I wasn't planning on doing anything after E2 normal, though, because it would give Cole time to get his classes to 80. But, you know.
I'm willing to go further in this stream if it means we can do it.
So how do you know about Ardbert and Lamet, then, Ciela? You either read your history books, or you would have had to have been there, which, I mean, I guess isn't out of the ordinary for elves, since they live a long time, but... This is information you probably shouldn't know. Unless... she was Silva the whole time. So were you the water crystal? Because I think that was the one that we used to help complete the circle back in the source. Yeah, no, I'm aware of the sixth adventurer. I saw her in some of the visions, so I guess the Ciela wouldn't know about my echo visions, would she? I did, yeah. She was present in several of the memories. I guess she is aware of my echo vision. Who, the elven woman? You're not going to give me answers until I walk to all these places that the not the Cardinal Virtues, but Arbert's party met, are you? I guess I could just do it this way. Okay, it's up by the inn. I guess it wouldn't have mattered which one I went to. But yeah, this quest feels very much like like an ending note to the whole thing, basically. Like, it almost, to me, feels like you should do this, even if... Like, if you want the story to feel more complete, you should do this one, even if you haven't, like, finished all the role quests. Oh, I just looked at my bar down here. You'll notice that I have high-quality mist spinach quiche in my ninja bars now. So what I did was I looked at my material list for my classes in between streams, and I said, you know what, actually, the ones that I was going to use, chicken fettuccine and twilight papato salad, yeah, those aren't going to work. Because they won't gel well with my materia, because I'll have too much skill speed and stuff. So instead, I made broad bean curry for Dark Knight, smoked chicken for Scholar and Summoner, and Miss Spinach Quiche for Ninja, and those 9 should get us through all of the other content that I want to do between here and there. So, that's
unless,
that.
you know, it's decided that we do Eden. In which
Yeah,
case
but I
you
don't
might need to
use
make
food
one more
on...
quiche for yourself.
Yeah, but I don't use food on trials, so... You know. Yeah, how did she commit... What crimes did she commit if she was a part of the heroes? Uh-huh. I remember that part. Yeah, so he had to break the stone, right? I remember this. It warped the flow of the life stream? Holy shit, it was strong.
Absolute unit.
Thankfully, the stone itself was very brittle. How? It's anyone's guess. Considering it could hold that much ether in it, you'd think it wouldn't be brittle, but, well, que sera, sera. So you're just going to take me to the sites where all of the cardinal virtues first appeared, aren't you? Oh, I don't like that face. So why, if Silva was the villain, why did she want them to become heroes? Was she just bored? She had a ritual? Okay. Okay, I'll meet you there then. You know, actually, I don't think we're quite going to get to the Legend of Musosai today, because that takes place in Kugane, and that's also where the Rabanastre raid starts, so we might not get to it till Thursday. Now I think about it.
Thursday.
We'll see. Satia Swamps. I shouldn't even look at my teleport list. I'll just click on the thing here. There we go.
Raktika.
Now, with that being said, by the way, speaking of Raktika, I mentioned that it felt like the Qatari quests were kind of a little bit of a casualty of the pandemic. They still level you like fucking crazy if you're on a gatherer, so if you don't feel like doing the timers, which, honestly, I think the timers, it goes a lot faster. You can get done with Botanist up to 80 in like a couple of hours from where you're currently at, Cole, if you just do the timer ones like you did when I was coaching you through them. So.
Fair enough.
But if you want to do Beast Tribe quests, you could also unlock the Qatari and then just get up there in like 3 days by doing about 10 minutes of work per day.
Per day.
Gotta add that part. Yeah, I remember the visions here too for Renderay. So they were going to kill the thing that Renderay couldn't kill. And then she tried to do it herself, which... yeah, no. That is a Coeurl Regina Renderay, and you're currently in what looks to be like level 50 gear of some kind. So that ain't gonna work. Right, so apparently Heidelin can choose people no matter what shard they're from, which is interesting to me because it makes me wonder why Heidelin had to move from the source to the first. Like, does that just mean I'm directing my energies that way? I'm using just Minfilia as like a conduit to say, hey, I'm going to be dormant here for a while because I have to go all the way over there and, divert all my energies there. Like, was that the purpose of that? Because this kind of recontextualizes it a little bit. I mean, it's good that they've, given context to what's happening with, Arbert's party, but... yeah, she became a hunter in death as well. So what you're saying, basically, is that all of them became what they were in life, except it was just like muscle memory for them, and that's why the Light Aether could manipulate their bodies to do it. So, how did you sacrifice them... in the was the ritual used to turn on Eden then, or I'm asking questions and she's going to answer them eventually, but we've got to get to the end of her rope here. How's the MSQ going?
Finish that. I am now on leveling.
Honestly, I wouldn't even do leveling roulette. What are you using, Gunbreaker?
Yeah.
I'd just go into Malik as well. You're still 78, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd just go into Malik as well, honestly.
Yeah, Malik as well is just boring.
You're in voice and have to mute. Oh, so like in the Discord server, Marie, or most of the people listening to your audio haven't gotten to Shadowbringers yet. Oh, okay, gotcha. I see. So what are you doing in the voice call there? Let's see if she's right in front of the castle. Probably, because that was where we first learned about Brandon and what caused him to become a hero. Yep. Oh, you're just saying you're in voice chat with other people. Okay, I'm sorry, I misunderstood. That's my bad. Well, this is the place for Brandon. So what do you know of him? Ciela, or should I
Brandon.
say Silva? They sure did make a name for themselves around here, didn't they? So, how did they manage to do that? Was it just the weird sorcerer guy messing with eldritch knowledge he shouldn't have had, or... Right. I remember that part. And then he had to murder his beloved because she decided to walk into the room when Tadric was still breathing. Seems like a bit of an oversight on her part, but you know. I'm just glad that he didn't strike her down and she became more powerful than he could possibly imagine. I'm making a lot of Star Wars references today. I wonder why. At this point, I'm not even shocked that you know that, so... But you need to tell me what this ritual is all about. What was the goal, then? Okay. Yeah, I guess we gotta go see what Lamet got up to, don't we? Let's see, we saw Nealbert's, we saw Renderay's, we just saw Brandon's. We're going to see Lamet's now. So then it's just Ardbert's and Silva's, although I don't know if there is an Ardbert section for this one. So, how does she know all of this, or is she just the one telling the tale? There's only one way to find out. Like I said, I wouldn't be shocked because elves do live a long time, but that would have meant she would have had to have lived through the flood, which was probably kind of difficult to do, but I'm starting to get the feeling it's more sinister than that. Right. Actually, you know what? I know why this quest is optional. It's because there's a lot of reading. Some people don't like that. And Square Enix is probably like, nah, there's too much reading. We'll just let the people who are interested do it. Yeah, that wasn't very smart of them. But Lamet said, you know what, that's not very smart of you, and then went to fix it. But she was not banished by the crystals, because Hydaelyn chose her. Right. I'm sure Hydaelyn shed a few tears, if she could. Okay, so it sounds like we're going to get the beans spilled on this ritual pretty soon. Yeah, because I was going to say, some of this stuff is starting to sound like it connects a little bit. Like, a lot of the stuff that happened to them has something to do with dark ether. The Shadowkeeper, huh? And where was this villain? Well, judging by what you just said, they would have found the betrayer. And I guess we're going to Lakeland to find out where they killed the betrayer. Okay, sure. What preparations you could possibly need to make, I don't know, but I'm starting to get a bad feeling about this.
Oh man.
Oh man, Scoob. What was it you said that got me so fucking...
Oh man, Scoob. Those were unarmed civilians.
Yeah, there you go. Oh boy.
Fuck, where do I go from here? This direction. I am a genius.
What are you doing?
Oh no. I'm in the area, not knowing where the fuck to go.
Oh, so you did leveling roulette, okay.
and I'm kind of half paying attention to this because I've never seen this quest before, so I'm just
Don't
like,
pay attention to this.
damn.
This is spoilers. You're gonna do it anyway. For
I mean, you're
yourself.
right. But the only reason I'm still here is because of this quest.
Oh, well, yeah, fair. I've never seen the enemies in this area, because I never come in here. Erlicht and
Elven Knights!
Okay. Why are they fighting? What happened to them? Are they zombies?
I love zombies.
Well, apparently I have to worry about something else right now because Ciela needs to talk to me up here in Laxenloft, so we'll wait till she gets here.
Oh boy. Here we go!
You, suited up for this one? I didn't know
Deep Shadow gear.
I didn't know you were a Dark Knight. Oh wait, you have a Paladin sword. Never mind. Ciela, what the hell are you doing? Okay! Make it wait. I've got an Echo Vision.
Please don't stab me while I'm in the middle of my fucking plot vision.
You know, it's really convenient that nobody's ever done that. I'm surprised no one's ever gotten that idea. Like, I'd be dead by now if someone just stabbed me in the middle of an Echo Vision. So then why are you going to kill them? I mean, I guess you were kind of pulling the strings the whole time because you caused the Stoneblade and you caused the mage to do what he was doing. But what was it for? Okay, but that doesn't explain why you would do this. Like, why do you need them to be Heidelin's champions? This is definitely the heroic speech at the end of the video game speech, isn't it? Yeah, that's not easy to do, trust me. I've had to do it. What do you mean? And that's how Ardbert unlocked Inner Beasts. Not a wonder I could do that in the final boss fight, because he unlocked Inner Release right there. He got angry. Thank you for not stabbing me, by the way. So why'd you get all dressed up if you weren't going to fight me? What was the point? Was it just for dramatic effect?
Sense for the dramatic.
She has a flair for it, apparently. Does that mean that you're blessed by Heidelin too? Because that makes me even more confused. Why can you manipulate dark ether that way if you're blessed by Heidelin? I mean, I guess I can manipulate dark ether that way because I'm a Dark Knight, but you're a paladin and you can do that. Where did you... Yeah, so, you remember the Void? You know how it was the first world the Ascians turned into Dark Ether? Silva used to live there. That was her home, and when the Void was created, she was flung through the rift to the first. And she was also one of the heroes that tried to prevent the very first rejoining. So this is like an elder knowledge kind of person that is standing in front of me. This is a hero of Eld. She's probably seen several more adventures than I have. Oh, and by the way, you remember that kid that we did the Warring Triad quests with back in Stormblood? Yeah, he was there too. So the reason why you turned everyone against each other in the first is because the Ascians told you it would fix the world? I'm guessing at this point it wasn't common knowledge that the Ascians fucked up the Void, was it? Yeah, it's funny how they pulled the wool over your eyes there too. Uh-huh. Well, it makes sense. It still feels like you fell for a cheap trick that everyone falls for, but it makes sense why you went ahead and did what you did. I feel like I'm looking at a puppeteer, marionetting the whole of Ardbert's party on a string here. Oh, okay, so yeah, remember Mitran and Logriff that they were talking about previously? Yeah, so they're the ones that first turned Silva to do this. And then when it didn't work out, or maybe while it was happening, they caused Eden to disrupt the flow of ether and cause the flood. Like maybe they used Silva as a distraction to allow them to do that unhindered. Well, yeah, I know his heart, and he wouldn't kill you. He chose mercy. And there was nothing you could do about it, because he brought you to the brink of death, and then he spared you. This is the essence of Wude! Incidentally, I kind of want to try Sifu at some point, or actually it's pronounced Shifu, but there's no H in the name because it's the Chinese spelling. If you've never seen Shifu before, it's pretty cool. Don't think it's PS5 exclusive either, although the one I saw I think was on PS5.
As I'm watching you do this quest, I'm realizing more and more that we really need to do Eden quests. You get so much more of this. War.
Still haven't gotten a vote on that yet. And that was why you had to fix that problem, right? Yeah. So the Scions got here, and the reason why the Cardinal Virtues popped up originally was because Graha fucked up the summoning spell. So what you're saying is, if Graha wasn't a colossal fuck-up and he actually summoned me the first time instead of summoning everybody else first, the Cardinal Virtues would have been the MSQ. God damn it, Square Enix. God damn it, Graha. You fucks.
Damn it, Graha.
You fucks, I could have had a better story. Well, I mean, I would be too, because evidently, even though you were the Shadow Keeper, you still loved them, and they loved you. Well, yeah, naturally. So you did what you did best, basically, except this time you were doing it to do good things and kill abominations of nature that knew no fear or mercy. Because it kind of sounds like you balanced out your sins, then. I mean, I'm not really one to judge. I'm a Dark Knight. I've sinned plenty.
Your entire thing is sin.
That's like half my ether. Yeah, you're asking the wrong person, Ciela, because my soul is inexorably linked to Ardbert's. You'd think the Ascians would have told you that, but you fixed your problems by bringing together people to kill the Cardinal Virtues. As far as I'm concerned, all is forgiven. So now, you've got to help Glennard. We still have to have that flagon of ale. I'm going to. You fixed the problem, Ciela. You confessed your sins, and then you solved the problems. There are plenty of greater villains. I can think of several that I have murdered in the process. The difference between you and them is that they didn't try to fix their mistakes. They just kept making them. And death won't comfort the people who are still alive. You may yet be saved, Ciela, because now you can live for those who lost their lives. I won't make you do it yourself. I will stop you from doing it yourself, because suicide is the coward's way out.
Unless your name is Xenos, in which case you realize it's the coward's way out after doing it, and then come back out of spite.
Yeah, pretty much. You're like the steward of notes now, Ciela. Technically speaking, we are, but that's a story for another time. Listen, Ciela,
I
my
got
doors...
triple commended in the area.
Nice. My door's open. If you need someone to talk to about this... Well, I'm not always going to be in the first, but... There's no therapy here, so someone's got to do it.
There is no therapy, unfortunately.
Okay, let's go back, and let me take a look at my notes real quick, so I can see what I need to do in the next area.
Oh, stretch. Fuck.
The next thing we're going to be doing will take me back to Ishgard, actually. Before we move along to the Ravenaster stuff and the stuff in Kugane. But let's turn this quest in first. Back to the penance. So we got like 15 minutes left, and then I think I'll call it. We might do some of it. We'll do like one or two of these quests, because I don't think these ones that I want to do here are going to take particularly too long to do. Glad to have gotten that off your chest there, Ciela. Well, fair enough. You've been out of it for 100 years. Or more. Maybe you can write a book about it. Well, for what it's worth, Ciela, I'll remember what you did too, because as far as I'm concerned, you are forgiven, but not in the way that the Sin Eaters were. You're actually forgiven. And there we go. That's Shadow Walk with me. One of the best quests in this X-Pack.
Dead of ass.
It definitely like pulls all the stuff together, and it's one of the reasons why I specifically said no, we have to do this, because it's like, to me it's non-negotiable. It's one of those quests that you have to do in order to get the full aspect of it. Although then the problem with that is that you do that quest and you're like, god damn, the Cardinal Virtues should have been the main quest, because this is so much more, nothing here comes out of nowhere. All of the stuff that she just said, well, for the most part, makes a ton of sense in terms of how she went about her plan. Anyway, on a lighter note, let's see how the Firmament's doing. Gotta go see Lord Francel and make sure that the celebration isn't too much for him, because they've been celebrating for a while.
Aggressively drinking.
Pretty much. Today's been all about drinking. Well, half about drinking. The other half was about eating.
Fair enough.
Fine, Crono. How's Lord Francel doing? No, he talked about you, I think, at one point. I'm glad to hear, but it wasn't really nothing. We just tried to make sure he was innocent of a crime that he did not commit. That was a long time ago at this point. That was all the way back in A Realm Reborn.
Completely and totally unrelated.
What?
I just have a sudden bout of the sleepy, so I think I'm gonna head out.
Okay, I'll be doing side quests until we get into Ravenaster on Thursday anyway, so you can continue to do just daily stuff until then, if you want. Or wait until we get there, and then do daily stuff while you wait for me to slow read my way into Ravenaster.
Fair enough. Alright.
Okay, cool.
See you later.
Yep, see you later. If you don't feel like walking all the way over here, by the way, to get rid of the scone, you could always bring it downstairs to your cousin.
Yeah, I'll just bring it downstairs to you after
Well, to your cousin,
relax.
because she'll eat it, probably.
Yeah, that's fair.
So.
Alright. I'll see you later.
Okay, bye, Cole.
Bye.
Bada boom. I will also hang up, and then I will close Discord, because that is one less thing for my computer to be running while I'm playing the game. Yeah, I kind of had a feeling after doing the Scholastica quest that there would still be some reservations about people moving into the Firmament. So we need to find a better way to get everybody this information. Okay, yeah, I can go see if I can find Lord Francel. Alright, off to the broom then. This probably seems like a bit of a non sequitur after what we just did. But that's okay. This is important for the building of the story that I did when we did the Scholastica quest. This is the thread wrap-up of the Scholastica quests. Like I said, I'm in the business of wrapping up threads right now. Now that the post-game is happening. So where in the broom is Lord Francel? Over here. Okay. Let's go see if those kids are throwing snowballs at him yet or not. Kind of waiting for them to throw one at me, if I'm being honest. Lord Francel, good to see you again. Yeah, I heard. Heard you're having a little bit of a roadblock at it, too. That's what seems to be the trouble. Oh, the honor's all mine. Just glad to help Lord Francel here, because it sounds like you guys have some reservations. Well, that's understandable, but they provide incentives to allow you to... No, that line of thought doesn't belong in Ishgard anymore. You stop that right now. This sounds a little too good to be true, but they do in fact have help in terms of getting you employment, tax relief. There's a whole bunch of different incentives to help you get into the firmament a little easier. If you're worried about the steady work, they have opportunities there. Yeah, do it for your kid. Do it for the children. That's what happens when you save this nation from a 1,000-year war, Lord Francel. I suppose. I have done a lot for this city. What's a little more? Yeah, I do that a lot, apparently. Well, maybe one day we'll fix that, because if they know that you're with me, it might help. And besides, your cause is noble, so I think you'll be good. Sure, I'll give it a shot. I don't even have to take time to think on it. I'll help you out. I'm here already, I might as well. Everybody's looking for a way to get back home, back where we're from. Or not where we're from, but where I'm at currently, so... I got time. Okay. So who am I delivering these to? Gibberlant, he'll be happy to see me, even though I beat his ass at cards. Sir Handaloop, and Elias, the Master of the Markets. I remember them. I was just here not too long ago, so I'm sure they'll be happy to see me. And then we go back to the firmament. Got it. Alright, well, the inn is the closest one, so first things first, we'll go there. That guy's being a Dark Knight for the first time. I can just tell based on the gear that he's got on. He just found himself in an alleyway. Guess it's as good a place to find yourself as anywhere else. You know, it does make me wonder why I mean, I don't use a ranged DPS class, so it does make me wonder why I don't use, like, Peloton if I did use a ranged DPS class to run around faster. I guess I'm just not in a hurry. I don't know. Here's Lord Francel's missive. Oh, okay. I figured this was going to be him helping disseminate the information about the tax relief and everything else. Cool. Yeah, I was involved in the restoration. Now that it's done, it's a little bit less involvement. I was involved in the barest of essentials, and mostly did it while in the process of trying to balance the war in Kiribania and Doma. So I guess you could say I'm pretty good at multitasking. Sir Handaloop, good to see you again. I have a missive for you. I'm delivering missives. Feels like I'm back to my roots. I'm surprised the Temple Knights haven't been helping up to this point. They made it pretty far without the help of the military. It's impressive. Though I suppose their engineering would help get the final touches in place, so... Ah, okay. Well, soon that erstwhile home will be home to many more people there, Sir Handaloop. I'm sure it'll be a happy place for you and all of them. Alright, back to the Jeweled Crozier, because that's where Elise is. And then we'll go to the Firmament. I forget if this quest, like... there's 4 quests total in this quest chain that I want to do before we move on to the Ravenaster stuff, but then I don't remember if this one like ends and it has a definitive ending or if there's a cliffhanger or something. We're gonna find out. Heavy machinery, huh? Ah, okay, well, yeah, she does have a little bit of reach there, so... Sounds good. I will relay it to him. Alright, I think in order to get back to the firmament, I think I have to go to the Aetherite Plaza and then to the firmament, which, I mean, I guess that's fine, but it feels like extra steps. It's an extra loading screen, so, you know. I have delivered the missives. Sounds like they're all going to help out with it. Oh, okay. I guess I have to tell him now. So let's tell him now. You turn in the quest and he's like, don't leave me hanging now. What did they say? They're gonna do what you need them to do. Yes. I'm sure he will. Oh, well, that was easy. Sounds like a good thing, then. Where'd they move to? Oh, okay. So you need me to give those out again? Okay, fair enough. It's easier than delivering the papers for 2 straight quests. Oh. Well, that's what happens. He's so busy with all the stuff in the firmament, it makes sense that he'd be running around like crazy. You want me to act as the overseer? I mean, I guess I'm equal to the challenge. I don't know what an overseer needs to do, but sure. Alright then. Sounds like fun. But will we make for a benevolent overseer that helps the people stay in the firmament and feel welcome, or will our time here feel a little more malevolent? Find out on the next episode of Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers, the Stream Edition, which will be happening on Thursday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, sorry, that's all I've got. I've never done these quests, so I didn't really know where to cliffhang them. But we'll also get into the Evil East raids on Thursday, so that should be a little more interesting as well, I guess. Anyway, thank you for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming out to Twitch and YouTube to check out the stream. And I'll see all of you on the next one, which, as I said, will be on Thursday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until then, everybody, take care and have a good one. Feels weird not having Cole say "boy" in the background. He already left, but, you know.